Hello?
Hello.
How's everyone doing? It's D&D day. Oh god, what are these faces? Why is everyone so awkward? Welcome back everybody. Session 46. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. Our good friend Bear and perhaps a special guest have a recap coming our way to kind of go over what happened last session. Before we do, a reminder, and I'll say it at the end of the show as well, we may or may not be here next Monday. We may be taking 1 week off as I am moving literally this Saturday. So depending on how internet and utilities and my will to live survive the weekend, we may or may not be here Monday. We're hoping for it. I'm trying to gear up my weekends so that it's still possible, but worst case scenario, we have a week off and then we're back to your regularly scheduled nonsense. Yeah, we're gonna jump into tonight's session and should be a good one. I have literally no idea what's about to happen, which is terrifying, but we're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
Why does it disappear when you need it? But so, you know, I just want to let everyone know it's dead air. So this is insensitive. Talk.
Oklahoma. Is that better?
Kokomo, Nebraska.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean,
Demonetize.
Is that song copyrighted?
Animaniacs.
Welcome to another night of Wrestle Patria Live, brought to you by Wailing Mason and the Word Trained Confectionaries.
The Wailing and the Mason Word confectionaries. The word is yes.
I'm your host, Dick Thunder, and sitting next to me is Jevis Habblebabble. Jevis, who do we have fighting in the ring tonight?
Dick, my friend. Can I call you Dick? Can I even call you a friend? Tonight, in the ring, we have all 7 members of the up-and-coming Lost and Found versus the one and only reigning champion of an underwater league, Aqualothrax, the guardian of elemental knowledge. Both will be fighting in the underwater ruins of Millbury tonight.
Wow, do we really have a stacked match for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Sounds like the Lost and Found will have to bring some real thunder to win this match tonight. Before we start the fighting tonight, though, folks, we have a special exclusive interview with Aqualothrax, the guardian of elemental knowledge himself, to kick off tonight's special event. Let's check it out.
So, Aqualothrax, the guardian of elemental knowledge. That's quite the lofty title you've acquired there. What have you got? What got you into wrestling?
Well, Jevis, my passion for wrestling was really born out of a need for a hobby. When you live for hundreds of years, like me, protecting secret elemental knowledge, it really loses its shine. So I, branched out a little bit for a hobby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we actually have to interrupt this interview to tell you that the Lost and Found have broken into Aqualothrax's quarters before the match.
Oh my God, no, somebody help me. What are they doing in here? Stop, that's not yours, you can't take that. Put it back. Ah, help me. Oh my God.
Star Mother above, the Lost and Found are actively and brutally beating Aqualothrax in his subaquatic home in the underwater city of Millbury. We have never seen such raw brutality between opponents before a match. Oh, in comes Kronos with a steel chair!
Somebody call the refs. Somebody call someone. This has got to be illegal. Oh my God.
Oh my God, somebody help me, I'm dying, it hurts so much. Oh gods, all my secret knowledge. Blue one, please, you're the only one that can understand me. Make them stop.
Oh, So, ladies and gentlemen, Niall coming in, delivering a killing blow to Aquilifrax with a crossbow, the humanity. Today is a sad day for fans of Aquilifrax, the guardian of elemental knowledge, as he has been slain in his own Millberry home. And what's this? We are actually getting reports that the Lost and Found are now looting the home of their opponent. What? And, oh my god. Kuno is actively dismembering Aquilifrax's body. Somebody please cut the feed. I think I'm gonna be sick. I think I need a minute, sports fans. Jebus, please.
That's all for the Wrestle Patria tonight, folks. We hope to bring you back for the best in wrestling entertainment again next week to the Patria equivalent to Monday night.
Where's the referee? Do we have guards? What the fuck? What is this? Oh my god! Somebody call the police! Jesus! Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Well, when you put it that way, it's a little fucked up.
Oh my god. That was so great. I was just clicking random sound effects, man. I didn't know what to expect.
Every time I heard the
I'm trying so hard not to say it.
No, there was a really good one. There was the Wilhelm scream. Yeah, like that one's always great. But this one, the lightning spell, I played. I was like, oh yeah, God. Nika threw some lightning and it worked. And I was like, this is a good one.
It was so good. The sound effects were great.
Oh, yeah, it was so funny.
It's getting better and better. I have to keep up, you guys, somehow.
That was great. That was so good.
There you go. There's your recap, everybody. Been working on that for the last 2 hours.
Honestly, that was also like pretty accurate. I don't think you missed a whole lot.
Spot on.
You guys broken, not on purpose. You guys kind of got trapped in like a weird wormhole situation where you couldn't go anywhere else. Fair enough. But the Lost and Found brutally murdered a ancient dragon turtle and perfectly dissected his what was the measurement we got off that, Kuno? 88 square feet of turtle shell. Which I
that's
had.
How much I have. Yeah, that's how much I have.
Yeah, it's like 88 square feet, I think, roughly. Which is an absolutely
88.36.
Yeah, 88.36. That was perfectly captured. You guys looted. Didn't find a whole lot else besides the body. Or at least from what you guys were able to discover. Finally able to leave. You guys rocked it up to the surface. And I think pretty easily, with the help of an enlarge reduce spell, got the shell on board and began your journey back to Bashir. During I think we traveled the first night in this small Wave Strider ship that you guys are captaining. Kuno is the captain. You guys have two deckhands who take up various roles on the ship who seem to be assisting with you, but the majority of the duties being taken place by the members of the Lost and Found. Nico, having nicked a curious, magically glowing bag, turned it over, and I can't remember everything you found, but it was some cool stuff.
Lots of trash.
I know there was a decent amount of gold. And after being told by Amon, who overheard the clanging of coins on the deck of the ship, which was not hard to miss, that you should, keep a majority for yourself, but remember that you're part of a party. And you went to the extreme and gave the majority of the sum to Kuno to put towards the turtle shell and perhaps a set of armor. And based on how big the shell is, perhaps more than just one set of armor. Kuno, I'm sure, has some ideas. And also, I believe gave a 20 gold tip, or included with the fair gratuity to the two deckhands that you guys have brought on, which is to be clear, an enormous sum of money for a 5-day job by any stretch of the imagination besides being an actual pirate. So that might garner quite a bit of favor. I think various members of the crew, although maybe it hasn't been a discussion yet, have started to wonder the truth about the Tempest Embrace and the nature of this quest that you were sent upon. And that's where we left off. The afternoon of the 9th of Briscar. You guys have roughly less than 24 hours to turn this in. That's where we left off. Man, I just want to play that music for the whole show. This is great. This is so good.
I just want to be able to hear it because I can't hear any of the voices that I did.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great.
good.
I promise you that.
You did a flawless job.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good job.
I now need to look into it to help me with mine.
Look forward to next Monday night, sports fans.
Might have to use my own voice.
Look forward to next Monday night, sports fans.
Oh my
That's
god.
actually that's Jebba's actual voice.
Yeah, I should have given you the line where they when they were like Star Mother above, so I could just keep screaming.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's all good.
Somebody help me!
No,
We'll fix it in
great.
post.
Yeah, we'll
kidding.
Yeah, we'll definitely re-record.
record
Yep.
it. We'll record
Definitely
another
have time for that. 100%.
I don't like that take.
Yeah. What is the lost and found? I can't remember exactly where the session ended. I'll be honest.
Well,
Note takers,
We all
please
club.
assist.
We had Brecky.
Right,
Yep.
we played Brecky.
Niall
And
spent.
it was
Niall had
like
a conversation.
It was mostly.
Right, you
Niall had a
useless-
conversation.
Yes. Right, that's exactly where we ended.
Niall had a conversation.
Niall was given a task.
Yeah, push someone off the edge.
Did it cause any problems or anything?
No, maybe. Slightly. Who knows?
It'll be fine.
Maybe pay them off. I don't know.
Totally fine.
Maybe we'll just hit some rough seas on the way. You know?
Oh no.
I can help. You grab the arms, I grab the legs, and we just go swinging. Anyways, what's happening?
Guess we're just sailing.
Popping.
You guys want to break into anyone else's houses on the way back?
We are under.
There's a floating house right there.
Hey, look, a houseboat!
Cannons.
Fire to
Fire cannon!
I'm still occasionally coming to check on Aqua because I don't want her walking around with her foot.
Oh right,
I
Aqua's
am-
broken foot.
Right, we have
Cast hold
to
person
mend
on Aqua.
bones together.
I guess whole person, but localized just to their leg, just to set
No,
it.
just on them, so they can't move at all.
Stop all
no risk
the
of
wiggles.
injury. You know what? That could be justified.
Anti-ADHD
further-
measure.
It's for their own good. There is no anesthesia, so this is what they do.
Sorry, I don't like this game.
This is not the game. I don't play
broke your
this. How
foot.
many times do I have to tell you?
So Aqua, how did it happen?
What, how you break a bone?
No, how did you break your foot?
There.
No, not where. How?
No, I said we were there.
Oh,
No, but I did not see how she fell.
yeah, I didn't either.
you were currently unconscious when it happened.
Yeah, I got knocked out and broke my foot.
You know, maybe it's best if you don't remember.
I'm guessing it might have been the shark that. We're in water. That doesn't make fucking sense.
Well, it was. See, you got hit by the turtle, right? And you went like cartwheeling head over heels and smacked your leg into a bit of stone, and it just like bent 90 degrees as you floated away from it.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. So I guess I'm bedridden for a while.
Tyler, how many days, weeks?
For what, sorry? For it to heal naturally?
Wait, did we just finish a long rest?
Yeah, but not me.
Yes, everyone but Aqua was able to get a long rest. Basically the same as real life, so up to 6 weeks, depending on how well they let it heal, if not longer.
How big is the boat? Is it like, if I summoned Camilla?
You could summon Camilla. The boat is...
To get Aqua around from...
I got Sunstone, don't worry.
I don't think Sunstone is big enough for you to ride on right now.
The little frail bones.
I'm fucking depressed right now, guys. So I'm gonna be bedridden for a little bit.
I could just summon a mastiff.
It's true. Just a big dog.
Aqua was the only one that heard him.
This is also Camilla.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna sit here.
Okay. If you want Camilla, let me know.
I will.
I'll be here
Thank
with
you.
you.
I'll always be here. Okay.
You said you didn't sleep well, though, right?
Ah.
What caused it? Like, are you just sad about the turtle?
Well, I'm always sad about the turtles. Do you not have a sign at home saying "Save the turtles"?
I do use straws sometimes.
Dude,
Am I a bad person?
The world of Patria is fucked if in the year 1260 you guys are already killing the turtles. You guys are fucked.
Save the dragon turtles.
We did.
I mean, like, I'm always sad when we kill a creature, but, you know, when they start it first, it's kind of hard to stay mad. But, no, I don't know. The dreams were, the dreams, they were like angry water. Constantly scared. Didn't have their own voices, which I'm like, free the people, like, you know, they just, that sucks. And, but I don't know why, I don't know why they were so mad. They felt kind of trapped too. And I don't know who they is. I just, you know, just constant wave of emotions, and I'm waking up in more sweat than I should be waking up in. And it's just, it's just like, I decided to say, frick it at some point of the night to give up on sleeping.
Right.
Because I was tired and scared of these nightmares. Oh, your question was how caused it? Oh, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is what we took. That's the only thing different. But at the same time, the weird old man kind of told me some stuff, so you know, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe the turtle talking to me, but no one else. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe there's something about me that I don't know that maybe I should know.
Okay.
I guess the question, if we think it might be the beautiful new crown that I gave you, do you want me to hold on to it to see if that's the cause? I found a lovely new bag that's actually a dimension, or a tiny dimension. I could shove it in there, and I don't think it would affect you in there.
I mean, one way to find out, like, I don't need to hold on to it. I don't care for that kind of jewelry.
Okay, sure. I'll pull out the bag of holding.
And I will put my arm in it with it.
Just then at least you can...
I just put the amulet
just
necklace.
dunk it.
Yeah.
The omelet?
Is it I don't still remember what shape it is. Is it like a crown? Or is it like a
tiara?
It's a choker. No, it's like a...
Oh.
So it's the early 2000s.
Yes.
So what you're saying is I
Are
would
we
wear it in
Avril
real
Lavigne?
life.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna get an image.
You got this at icing.
Image.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, I thought. Oh, the typing and the.
We just never trust you when you're typing, Tyler.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Roll me a death save.
He's texting the enemies to show up.
Roll up.
Attack ship now.
Hey guys, can you attack ship real quick?
They're here.
Scared of him typing.
They're
being
right
like,
at-
Oh. Now the dimension will have to deal with water.
There you go. There's a tempest embrace.
Yeah,
Next
tempest
time we can
embrace.
get that icing. And I cast
Where are
identify
you?
on this previously, right? Believe so.
Yes.
Do we know at least cursorily what its properties are?
Yes, you can tell you weren't able to get everything.
Right. Which if it's the, a very important object of a not god, then that makes sense. But, all right, into the bag. At least then, if it's in the bag, Aqua, at least hopefully we can, get you to sleep, and then you won't hobble so much, and then you can have a bag. Or I guess we're turning it in.
I was gonna say, aren't we turning it in?
Well,
Apparently.
Yeah.
and also it's if we want to call out our, would it be benefactor? Is that the right word? Is that the right word, everyone?
Si, señoro.
Oh, the people who sent us?
That was me calling for help.
Yes.
Help!
Help, I need a thesaurus.
I'll use the help action.
Can I use a help action on someone inserting?
Club uses the help action to help Mac think of the word.
Yeah.
English major.
That's great.
So we don't just, if we want to confront some about challenge, they're just sending us to our deaths, essentially.
I think.
Yeah, I'm very confused. We just walked in and we're like, hey, we want to join. And they're like, here's a quest to go fight a turtle.
And
Well,
by
I
the
guess
way,
they
it's
didn't
a
know the turtles.
severely dangerous mission under the water where you're going to face unimaginable horrors.
And using it as a guise as someone stole it from them.
Yeah,
Right.
that part.
They lied to us.
It was
Yeah.
incredibly dishonest. I feel like it was quite unnecessary, but I guess they really didn't know us, so...
Right. It's a litmus test of loyalty. But also then, what are they going to expect from us when we get back there? If we get back there. Or were they just trying to get rid of us?
That's possible.
It could be, we don't know entirely for certain until we probably get there.
Right. We just have to ask the question.
Maybe not a permanent marker. Yeah, like,
You writing on your cast?
yes.
You get a -10 to stealth because you've written your secrets on your arm.
They're not that big secrets. I need a marker. Let's.
Here's Soren, I wrote you a nice message. All you have to do is write your name.
Could you give me your credit card information, please?
I'm trying to find the one thing because it's important. It's super important.
Super.
Super important.
All right.
Anyways, keep going.
I don't know.
Or not. I don't know.
I said all I said, and then he got like sidetracked with the
I guess what else do we want to do when we get back there? We get sealed. We have a beautiful new shell to do something with.
Find a mom.
Yeah, that's why we're there.
Wait, sorry. Does the shell fit in the bag of holding? It doesn't, right?
It's too large.
Yeah, because
how are we going to get it around in the city?
Camilla?
Well,
What if we just-
it would be more drawing too much attention to ourselves.
We might just, depending on how special this artifact is, this is an artifact of, as far as we understand, a Titan. So, we're bringing back a very large, powerful, like, pseudo-religious artifact. Like, I think we're gonna have a lot of pomp and circumstance whether we like it or not.
And also, it's just a shell. I mean, what are people going to say? Like, oh, I
Oh
Sea
look, I'm the
turtles.
shell. I'm the shell collected. Yeah, that sounds so stupid.
Yeah,
We
that's so
we came
stupid.
in under the guise of merchants, so we collected more monster giblets to sell, I guess.
Yeah. And if anyone asks, we just, just say we were attacked, which is true.
Mhm.
It is very true.
On our mission to collect this artifact for the faction whose name I will have to look up in my journal, we were attacked by a dragon turtle, and we recovered its chibli bits.
Can we ask though why they say someone stole it when I have a feeling no one did?
The ones who stole it.
Yeah. Because, it goes against our name, Lost and Found. I don't think they ever lost it.
I think it's just the found part.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask.
What do we... Well, but how do we do that without getting,
Like, what do you mean?
What, this part? Or, like, the asking part?
Like, what do you mean? Why do you assume they're going to just attack us?
I don't know. They're very, like...
I assume they would.
tight. I feel they're very tight. They don't like outsiders.
And
I have a
also,
feeling that
they don't know.
That we met
We don't.
was like that. We just had to prove ourselves.
Yeah, I also feel we have quite the bargaining power when we hold the artifact that they're after.
And we don't show it to
Who's to
them.
say they won't just kill us and take it off our person?
I'd like to reckon
they
that we
they
can
won't know it's
defend
on our person in the
ourselves.
first place. It's in that bag.
It's true. I assume you can't divine it. I guess
No.
we could use the
I could
the
try.
compass
Okay.
to find out.
Okay. Here, you put it in there, and I'm going to cast locate object and see if it's in there. See if I can divine it.
I like it.
That's the spell I was equipping.
I also equipped it.
Oh, you can do it since you actually.
No, you thought of it. You thought of it.
You
we
have
learn a
more spell
lesson?
slot. That's great. I love it. All right,
Yeah.
you guys are gonna try locate the Tempest Embrace.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Hugs.
That I'll get from
put
Sorn
it-
one day, and I'm excited.
You
Not
put
one.
it in the bag of holding,
Yeah.
and you cast locate object, and you are unable to locate it.
Let's go.
So, how does the bag of holding work? I've never seen it before.
Oh, I know, isn't it great? It's essentially like, so you know how like Greg and Mork, we can make them just disappear and they go somewhere else. Like, of course, they don't just like bleep into non-existence. They just are transported somewhere else to another dimension.
I took Greg away from his home?
Yeah, he's
Oh, boy.
oh no.
I think it's
He's
more
essentially with you. He's on vacation.
I mean, I think
He's
he's
just on
accepted
an
you as his home.
Yes.
Aqua, Aqua, if it makes you feel
You take
better,
good
I do
care
not
of him.
think if Greg didn't want to be there, he wouldn't be there.
Yeah,
That's
frogs
true.
are
I mean, he's been
slippery.
giv-
They can get out of most places.
He's been giving me attitude a couple times already.
Well,
That's just,
he's more than just a frog.
adolescence.
So
Have you talked to
Okay.
him in a little bit? Maybe he's jealous of Sunstone.
Ooh. Have you guys talked about your relationship? I don't care.
So, and you would know a thing or two about a younger brother coming into your life.
A third, yeah. After like 9 years, Soren was an only child.
Maybe you can
That-
sympathize. Maybe you and Greg can sympathize with one another.
Oh, I'd love to see
Maybe
that conversation.
have a conversation with him.
I think this is meaningful connection that needs to happen.
Soren,
Going to
Greg.
talk
so-
to the frog.
But yes, the bag of holding. So
Yeah, okay.
a tiny, essentially like a large room, sort of, just slightly off our plane. So nowhere like crazy, but we just get to carry the little doorway to it with us. It's
So,
just another plane.
are you able to pull it back out?
And I'll open the bag, think about it, pull it out. Beautiful
I
accessory.
mean, I probably get a ping because locate object takes 10 minutes, and that's probably been like
2.
Yeah.
Yep, it would suddenly read on your radar.
So
Anyway.
that's good.
Okay, so
I don't. I mean, unless they have, like, I don't know.
They would have to search us, understand what the bag of holding is, and then dump it inside out to find it.
And so
Or
that's-
reach inside it and think about the object. But at that point, they've probably already skinned us alive.
Well,
So the thought
you.
I had, yeah, just me. It's fine. The thought I had was, so the leaders of
not just you.
the hopefully not just me. The leaders of the who I can't find the name of the organization that we're going. So it's the Tempest Citadel is the place, but their leaders are the Sea Lords. So we could ask to meet directly with the Sea Lords, because we just met those 2 people who we walked in, who we assumed were just random administrators.
Maybe.
yeah, the hot mama looking one.
I'm sorry.
Niall?
Well, this is like noses
The
bleeding slightly.
Stormhoof clan is what you're referring to.
So the Storm
The Stormhoof clan.
Hoof. Thank you.
Yeah, some of.
Goats.
Yeah. Everything is at a 91-degree angle so they can climb up.
It's like MC Usher in there.
But yeah, we could ask and perhaps like they already told us when they gave us this mission that we would be more than just sealed. We would be great allies of the Stormhoof clan.
Well, let's just see how far, like,
Right.
push it and not just take things as their word.
I'll
From
let
now on,
y'all do the talking.
you can talk too.
Yeah, but I'm
feel-
nowhere near as persuasive. I put my
I
foot
nominate
in my
Moss.
mouth a lot.
I feel I can also lobby relations with their remnant allies and perhaps themselves as well, given they apparently are aware of my existence.
Nico, oh, you
Given
know
they don't
what you
like-
could do while we answer.
For it.
While we are talking to them, asking some questions, you could use that spell. You know that spell you like to use on people to get
Which
into
one? Oh, the one where
Yeah.
I just see into your
Yeah,
brain.
it's the
all
one
time?
you accidentally used on me.
Whatever do you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds like a violation of privacy.
To be fair, it was one of the frog statues.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why you said accidentally.
Yeah, not on purpose, but yes, I could cast detect thoughts while we're in there. That's actually a great idea. And then just noodle around.
They
As long as I
know?
don't dig too deep, then
Yeah.
they don't.
Oh, okay.
I only.
Sounds like a great idea.
Would
eating-
so close to the camera?
She's trying to see what Nick's eating.
I am. I'm like, what are you
Serve
eating?
me.
It looks so good.
It was so funny.
Can someone put the Miguel O'Hara theme to Bubbly just going close to the camera?
Just like, what do you eat? I want to do. I can't tell.
It's curry,
Ooh.
but it's like jarred sauce. So like.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Ever seen that thing? It's like white people, Indian night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would leading them on in conversation like assist in that, like asking specific questions?
It can, because then I can see, because unless I specifically dig deeper, in which case they would know, then you'll bring surface thoughts up of whatever you're referencing. So needling with specific questions is a great idea. Then we can just debrief afterwards.
Yeah, because you could catch that a glimpse of another thought, and then like.
Mm-hmm. And then I pipe in with whatever thing seems leadingly relevant.
No way.
Once we get there.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we go and ask and demand for the truth and demand to be paid. And after that, I know I would love to meet the crafty folk. See if I can With that turtle shell
certainly like
delete.
to
Aqua, you
see-
don't need to raise your hand every single time you have a question.
I don't want to interrupt anyone. Speaking of demand, since, well, I can't walk, and, we also risk our lives, I mean, and I look at him on, I mean, he got away somehow, and I don't understand, but, like, so, can we ask for more? Since,
I think that's what people were doing.
are we though? Like, what do we want? Maybe we should like figure out what
Whatever's
we want.
whatever's they're going to give us.
And
I
more.
think making
I
demands
want
is worth
more.
it. Do you want to check?
I want more. My leg wasn't supposed to break, Soren.
Okay.
Maybe free medical care.
Definitely.
It's never gonna pass. It's
Yeah,
never
Definitely
gonna pass.
some kind of access to a healer for your leg, and then probably
Yeah.
Because there's a shaman clan
a
who
very
might
good
have.
pittance of coin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could
but
probably convince them that, you know,
just to pay for it for
necessary.
free. Like, I don't want to pay for this because we weren't supposed to see a turtle, legend creature thing.
Maybe do we even let some in on that information? I know it's kind
I
of
don't
hard to
see-
had the shell. We could keep. So
I mean, I don't see why not. It would give us more credence to asking for more stuff that we fought something beyond our means, and we can, lie to them, say we struggled quite a bit. A few of us got very injured. Some of us probably almost died. Exactly.
I don't
as
think that's a lie
published.
either.
Yeah, it would be something that we could bluff our way into getting more of a reward rather than just a seal. We could also get a fortune on top of it as well. Get
maybe more.
I highly doubt they even knew what dangers were going to be down there, unless
I mean, they specifically lied to us, so they probably didn't. Either didn't know the dangers, or they did, and they were sending us to our deaths. So
they knew of the Tempest Embrace, so that's enough.
Right.
Itself.
they said that it was stolen from them, but obviously it was not.
Do you think
Okay.
they
Yeah.
worship the Titan? If they named it's the Tempest Citadel, like they named themselves after
Like
kind of Sephiros?
primordial
You're so
entities.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
we
you are.
can be like, here, have your we can probe a little bit and then negotiate via religious artifact. So as far as I understand religious folk, is always like, we need our precious artifacts back to, I don't know what you do.
Worship.
Sacrifice things?
We need our material artifacts to worship our spiritual deities.
Exactly.
Just kidding. I only
Always
I only
makes
use my
perfect
artifact.
sense.
If we were to ask for coin, what do you guys think would be a fair amount to ask for? It's better to highball and then they talk us down from there, but
Your
$1
leg.
million.
what are dollars? Is that a material playing currency?
those sand dollars?
What are dollars?
Those sand dollars at the when you found
Oh,
them on
the
beach?
things the sand golems used as currency?
Yeah.
You guys use that here? I thought that was a Feywild only thing. Only with sand golems.
That was in leaf boats.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
elite
No,
ones.
It's a pain in the ass to convert that.
I love
Yeah,
the
it
random way
really is.
Feywild lore that gets added every session.
Every session.
Well, we only
One.
sometimes do deals with the elemental plane of Earth, so
Yeah. Sometimes they creep in. Yeah.
expecting us to understand sand dollars to silver.
Some say it's the same as
The
electrum.
conversion rate is out of control.
Sand dollars to
Five
gems
electrum.
doesn't equate.
Yeah, you can't get anything anymore in this country.
Well, I guess some good things that we might want to look at asking for would be, I know my spells are starting to get a little bit more pricey, but especially, does anybody need expensive spell components that we could
I
start
mean-
asking for?
diamond?
Like diamonds?
Yeah.
I
I'll
could
take a diamond.
look for maybe
Yeah,
they
I
know
think I'll
someone
take a
that
diamond
sells
because Aqua keeps
instruments
dying.
because I need an instrument.
An instrument?
Are you a musician
Just
now?
taking it up as a new hobby?
I'm taking it up as a new hobby. Is it a problem?
No, I'm
Well,
just like, what are you gonna play? I'm
Yeah,
excited.
what instrument?
I know how to play a lute and I know how to play a drum, so
I'm gonna say
one of
flute.
those. And maybe something magical if they have it.
Ooh.
So we ask for like a writ and connections and some spell components, because as far as I understood, not a lot of people cast spells there, at least cursorily. But we'll need to figure out a number.
I would maybe
Thousands of
hold on to
gold
that
worth of
observation until we see the other sections.
Right.
They seem to be quick to irritate.
Especially the snake people.
I definitely think that expensive spell components could be definitely a reward, but like you said, I don't think a lot of them use spells there. They might not have spell components there. I do think probably just asking for coin would be the simplest option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We spend
Five
it as
to 5 to 10,000. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Highball. I
Ooh.
like it.
Yeah. Start at 10.
10,000?
Talk us down to 5.
So
Put this persuasion bonus to good
Aqua,
use.
your leg. You're broken.
Who?
it's 10 gold?
I know
No?
Moss would be the best person to persuade, but I feel like this is a 2-person conversation. Does anyone else want to help Moss in this? Take the forefront? Let's settle that right now.
No,
I can also cast things that give us. I can do bardic inspiration now.
Yeah.
I can put
Wrong
some.
finger.
No, that might put them under gods. Never mind.
You would have the capability to enhance ability, perhaps? Do you have that yet?
Yeah.
Maybe? Once we actually get there.
He's not going to share.
Yeah.
We do have that.
Right. Oh yeah, 'cause that's only second level.
You want me to use a second level spell slot?
Yeah, how much is it worth to you?
Jose.
How much is it worth to you?
You can get it back with his chance
how
of
much is
divinity.
it? How much is it worth to you? You want 10,000 gold or not?
I can. I have guidance, which is.
That's
Those are
funny
both
too.
concentration spells. Be careful.
We have enhance ability at home.
Yeah, we have
It's called
enhanceability at home. We have enhanceability at home.
the same.
Yes, but if you, I'd argue if you have advantage and I might throw shade, but and you're like Nick, a roll a 7 and then you roll an 8. How much help does that do?
Right.
Well, that's a little rude.
That's why Soren doesn't use enhance ability. It doesn't work on Kuno.
Can you inspire
It doesn't
Can you inspire yourself, Moss? Can you give yourself inspiration?
No.
I see. If we want to maximize it, I think definitely an enhance ability, inspiration from Moss. But that means Moss wouldn't be the one doing it, so we'd have to pick somebody else. And then perhaps guidance from another person. We stack all these mystical spells on top of each other, and we
Because
could be
Aqua
okay.
would have access to a bunch of.
If it's lion,
I can lie
If
my
we make
ass
two
off.
separate rolls,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue we might not want to lie.
no.
I
We should,
think we should
honesty is going to be the easiest because the more we come up with stuff, the more we have to keep track of.
And the more we
Are
will
you-
forget.
But we still have stuff to.
Are you particularly convincing, Nico?
Yes, sir. Me? Oh
Yes,
God,
are you
no.
particularly? Okay.
No.
I can-
Not at all.
I feel like your base, Amon, is higher than any of ours.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not
I
proficient
can
in
take a
persuasion,
shot,
otherwise I
and
would-
then if they don't respond well,
I'll
will
come in second.
buff. Yeah, I'll buff you to come in and smooth things
Alright,
over.
alright. Yeah.
Good cop,
You
bad
take it-
cop?
But
I
do
don't
we
know if
want-
we need
Okay, my question
bad
is
cop.
this: if I were them and I just saw people like starting glowing and shining and singing, I would be
Yeah.
very suspicious and be like, "No, I don't care."
Well, that's what we do. Cast these things before we walk in the door.
Yes. Yeah.
Right
Like,
at the door, right at the
enhancing
entrance with all the
ability
guards. We also realize that we have guards on us too.
As soon as
I
we walk in,
mean,
that's true.
is it?
How long?
Enhance ability is an hour.
Yeah, so we could do it right as we're leaving the ship and walk right there.
Speaking of guards, are the other two non-lost and found folk listening to all of
Guess they were allowed under deck.
We give him 30 gold. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Kronos actually been building up the courage to ask you guys if they can join the Lost and Found. He just hasn't had the time yet.
About that.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Kronos like just like kicking his foot, like.
Yeah. Hey, I think these guys would be a really great addition.
Just like metaphorically kicking the can around, just like
like a little stone on the
yeah.
I know we got a lot going on, but
These guys seem pretty cool.
they really stepped up when it mattered.
All right, so first
we could also have two
off the
different
ship.
casts of enhanceability too, because it's also a druid spell.
That's that's true. Do enhance ability on me and Moss right before we get off the ship, and then we walk in. Guidance is cast from a third party onto Moss right before we talk.
I don't know what you're talking
I can't
about.
do that if we're doing like enhance ability. I only can do guidance, so Aqua could do enhance ability. Yes, you do. It's a druid spell, friend.
Yep. You just have to prepare it.
Yeah, you don't have it equipped.
I guess I'll go talk to some rocks then. I don't know. I've never heard of this spell before.
You gotta look deep in yourself, Aqua. Deep in yourself.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Greg will tell you about it if you
You don't
ask.
understand how hard druidism is.
You sound
Jesus Christ.
just complaining about it already. You could just might as well switch your class.
Yeah, just become a fighter.
Just getting harder and harder from here.
Like,
Keep the trident.
You have like all these books you can read and all this other stuff. Every time I read a book about druids, it's just talking about these circles, and I don't get these circles. I don't understand. And then I've never met another druid.
Go out
So you
into a
made your
field-
own circle.
Go onto a field and make some circles.
You guys are in my circle. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, you made your own circle.
This
Yeah,
is my
but-
city.
But like,
Represent.
we, but like,
We? Did you just
we. I got
Holy
to
fuck, she's
stash.
French.
Hold on,
Oh,
rails.
I'm
Love
so
it.
confused.
It actually started to rub off on my other finger, so I'm
We.
like, uh-oh. Oui, oui, monsieur.
The circle of oui.
Oui, oui. Makes sense. I'm wet all the time. So
Oh God.
You pee in yourself.
I hate it.
Aqua is consistently pissing herself all the time.
I don't
All right.
Welcome
Got our
to the
plan once
Lost
I don't even know
today.
where. Okay, so what was that spell called again?
Enhance ability.
Enhance ability.
Enhance
I can even show you.
mobility.
Yeah, you can show her how to
no.
do it. Listen, you just have to
Starts with an
slice
A.
open the palm of your hand.
What? What's the word?
I think I would.
Enhance ability, not mobility.
Oh, we're not.
Soren just pulls out like performance enhancer from his bag.
just
like-
you run real quick.
Just like-
in a needle. There they go.
Kudos sticks in his
Where
butt.
is it?
I got you, bro.
This is
Is enhance ability a concentration spell?
Yeah, they're both concentration
Okay.
and guidance as well. So
Yeah, so I'm trying
I
to-
don't. I think we only have
Kuno
two people.
doesn't
with
have. Kuno doesn't have guidance, does he?
I don't have cantrips.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have taken divine
It's a sword
warrior
subject
as your,
for him.
as
It's
your
a
fighting
sword,
style. I don't know
so
why.
stop bringing it up.
Okay, I think I would rather. I think I would rather us both have advantage than one person have advantage and the other person have guidance.
The
You guys are gonna
D4.
roll like a 35. Like, what are you guys worried about?
I mean, I can't roll a
I
35,
want 10,000 gold. Okay.
but
Where did this number come
Look,
from?
the highest I can roll is a 31.
we're just highballing. We're just
Yeah.
highballing.
I
They
understand.
can,
Risk our
they can
lives.
bring us down. They can bring us down from 10,000. Then we'll be fine. Yeah. We risked life and limb to get this artifact that they lied about. That
I think
didn't say
3
that
different
we-
people went unconscious, so we actually did
Yeah,
almost die.
that's true.
Everybody who can do anything that heals almost died.
Yeah.
So that was a very close call for them to send us in blind.
Yeah, exactly. Not give us any warning whatsoever. That we could have died there, and
One of
that's
us rolled
why
a nat
we need
one.
to get sentenced for that. So.
That's why I took the shell.
Yep.
was paid.
So we have a plan.
Yes.
Cool.
And now we'll sail back safely
Yes.
to
Slowly.
Bashir.
No.
We rolled the wrong way.
Unless we fight that houseboat.
Oh shit! They got bazookas.
Oh my god.
Tyler, on the way back, can I call Smiley?
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Oh.
Who you calling?
You want to call Smiley on your
I
cell
want
phone?
to call Smiley. Yeah.
You
You could do that.
Send him
It's
a
been a
Discord.
while.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
I want to check on New Salt Creek.
Salt Creek.
It's Sugar
yeah,
Creek.
yeah.
I mean, maybe
do
they've renamed it since then. I don't know.
do you go somewhere private, or you just kind of like warg
No,
into
I-
Smiley's brain?
I'll just go under deck, not to scare the crew.
Not to
Are we
scare
already
them.
under deck because we're Aqua's
Yeah.
bed?
Yeah.
You just crowd around Aqua's hammock,
Well, I can't
talking
move.
about what you should do. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you reach out to try connect to Smiley. What do you say as you kind of go to your inner voice type thing and try and like
Yeah.
extend your reach? You're quite far from Salt Creek, but who knows?
Smiley, can you hear me at all? Smiley? Should I make like a charisma check?
You gotta wait for the lag. You gotta wait for the lag.
Make an insight check.
An insight check. Okay.
Yeah.
You ignoring you?
Time zones.
Or is he dead?
Yeah.
Time zones.
It's a 3-hour delay.
Yeah, but it's backwards, so he's still.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can feel his presence, but he's not responding.
Uh-oh, ignoring you.
Smiley, are you asleep? Smiley.
I'm tired of this life, Grandpa.
I started smoking on my spit.
You can
Smoking.
please mute yourself and also don't die. Please don't die.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was
no, it's
choking on my
okay.
spit.
Can I?
You feel the other people as well in Salt
That's
Creek.
exactly what I was kind of.
that Smiley,
the second in command, that one
jealous.
woman.
Yeah, you feel her.
Hello, can you hear me?
No response.
From the Union.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'll just keep going from person to person, and then until I circle
You
back
spend
to
the next
Smiley.
40-45 minutes spam calling your cult to no luck, unfortunately.
Did you
You don't
add
feel
everyone?
any of them missing. You don't feel
At moderators.
them. You don't even really feel them like acknowledge you, like they're noticing a
Can
connection.
I tell like they're asleep or something?
You don't have a strong enough sense for consciousness at your level, especially at this distance.
Could be too far.
Yeah, it just could be out of range.
It'd be too far, and you might have maybe used up your orb's battery.
You're roaming.
Last
You're
time
roaming.
you lit in there.
You're on roaming right now. Yeah, you gotta connect to the home
went from-
network in order to call this
you
number.
went from
Sorry.
you went from 5G to LTE.
Oh no!
Oh my god,
Dude, your bill's gonna be crazy. You can...
kill me. I'll just try
Yeah.
again once we get back to Bashir.
Sure.
While we're traveling, can I, like when Kuno and Soren are kind of alone together, or like when they're away from the group or whatever, can I go and like tap them on the shoulders and ask for a small like audience?
God, don't you do it.
Sure.
I'll kind of pull both of them aside and just I've been learning a lot about what powers I have and what I can do as a person, and I think I learn a lot from watching other people who can use similar magics to mine or magic in general. And I was wondering if you could, I know it's a lot to ask, but could you give me some, I feel something happening with my magic that it kind of is attuning to what you both do. I was wondering if you could give me some pointers.
Wait, you want to learn about Katara's magic?
Yeah, what you guys,
our Lord and Savior Katara.
what you guys do with your heliomancy. I was wondering if I could get a basic lesson on it, if it was possible. Nothing too delve in if you want to keep a lot of it a secret, but just how you harness your blood.
You have to. It's just. I don't know. It just always came natural to me, like the magic.
Perfect.
And like blood magic. It just. Though I have practiced a lot, but it was never hard. I practiced because I wanted to get better. But I think it's just unwavering faith in whatever like you are about to do. Like you believe that you are capable of doing this. Like whenever I would fail, I would just try until I got it.
Amon kind of nods, taking it in. Are there any sigils involved in what you do? Any runes or arcane language?
Like Soren starts unwrapping all of his bandages, and it's just like, this means
this one's sending, this one's guidance.
This one's Kamazama Libra.
I got this one because my dad's a Pisces. Amon is gonna take him in to take a minute to look over the sigils and carvings and all that, and take them all in. And you have any pointers, Kuno?
Well, I did not learn sigils like my brother did. I had to learn divine magic simply before I learned to do hemomancy. But I did not study much, as you can tell, but I did do quite devoutly through ritual with my brother, and that's where I got my divine strength.
What does it feel like when you call on it?
It hurts, but you get used to it. It burns, but
like an extension of oneself. Putting your will onto others. I'm sure you have some spells that are familiar.
A little bit, yeah.
But it's essentially that. Complete control of your body, basically. To be able to manipulate your own blood.
Amon is very studious as he is listening to y'all. He's taking it in. He's nodding. Pog face.
Write that down.
Write that down.
He nods and he kind of traces his hand, like one of his hands down his arm, and like flexes his hand a little bit, and he's like, I guess I'll get to practicing. Thank you.
It also, I would just, you also need actual, like, to be, I mean, how do I put this? You have to be descended of a hemomancer to be able to use hemomancy, hence why Uno is able to, and I am able to.
I don't know if what I'm feeling is quite hemomancy, but I feel it's similar. Why I wanted to ask you guys how.
More religious rather than like the actual act of hemomancy.
Yeah,
more like
exactly.
Divine in nature.
Divine, yes, exactly. I'm not quite certain I have actual blood, in a sense, at least none that I can control. So I don't think I could use actual hemomancy, but I feel like I can do something close.
Could try and like fill you up.
Dust.
just inject a bunch in me.
Yeah, if we inject enough of our blood into Amon becomes our puppet.
Can I? Do you?
Or brother.
I know it does. I know it sounds weird, but could I get a vial of either one of your blood? See if that might help in my practice. I'll give it back once I'm done if I can, but I feel like having it.
You can't reuse blood like that. Oh no.
Dad definitely said something about that we couldn't do that.
I don't think we've gotten to the era
Don't
of
give your blood to
drives.
cowboys, I think was the
Yeah, don't give your blood to strange cowboys.
vampire cowboys. Wait, I forget, do we know you're a vampire?
I don't think so.
I know you're undead. Yeah.
I think that's all we know.
I don't think Amon knows that he's a Dampier.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a classification that's well known. I think for the most part you would know, just because like you guys have talked briefly about like him feeding off of moss. So like there's some understanding of what's going on.
There's clues, yeah.
Yeah.
I am willing to make a trade if necessary. I don't need this for free.
You know, literally me and Mac are DMing each other right now about something. We're like, maybe we could do a trade. And then you're like, I am open for trades every time.
I am willing to trade. Just, a businessman.
You're reasonable, I see.
I don't know why that's so funny.
It's so stupid.
Just go from toggling from barter to trade.
Yeah.
Trade.
It's great. It's so good.
Well, you could tell me what you meant to tell me. Tonight I pressed you.
Huh? What'd you say?
Why is there
I said
so
you could-
much sexual tension in this conversation?
The night, you know.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there. What
It's so
happened?
heated right now. I love it.
That's what you. This is the worst.
There's no sexual tension, then what are we, then we're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing you asked me when I was on top of you.
Just pressing you against the wall.
When I had you pressed up against that wall, we were right in each other's faces. That thing you were supposed to tell me.
We were this far apart.
This close. We were this close.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
We love it.
Oh, fuck me, that's good.
I'll say it again. I like it came out. It just came out.
Yeah. For in my side of things, I only asked like what you said because it cut your mic cut out.
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
Soren is asking. Amon, you could tell him what you meant to tell him. That was it last night, literally, or 2 nights ago? Whatever he asked you. Yeah. What you really meant to tell me. Let's see.
Amon will like think for a moment. Like you can see that he's like trying to think back to like what the conversation was, and then kind of clicks in his head, and then he kind of mulls it over, and then he's like, all right, now it's not really it's a big deal for me and Moss. There was something in that courtroom that some kind of document about the city of Mornwick, and I don't know if either of you know what Mornwick is, but it's kind of like an anchor point between the material plane and this one, or the material plane and the Fey plane, Feywild. And there was talks within the document that Mornwick was looking into some troubling magics. Something about cutting a plane off entirely. I'm not sure the logistics. I didn't get a good look at the document, but it's troubling to say the least, being from the Feywild. To imagine a plane cut off from every other plane. The Feywild is what it is because of the other planes. I don't think I could imagine it by itself.
So the Feywild, like not just the city of Mornwick would cut everything off. It would be the entire plane would just be isolated in its own.
Exactly.
Why would someone want to do that?
I'm not certain. It could have predated the Ascendancy, and it could have had something to do with them, or could have been something far more nefarious. Again, I didn't see the document too well. It was just Moss mentioned it and let me skim it over while we were in the courtroom.
Right, and the question, sorry, because I might have missed it. Soren, you asked Amon about the note that Moss slipped, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And so the note contained
the note that Amon, or like I don't know if it was actually a note, but he handed him a slip of paper, and it's like keep a note of that. And so I'm guessing it's like a document, right?
To clarify, what you saw was Moss reading something on one of the desks.
Oh, he was reading it to Amon,
and
or no?
Asked Amon to come look and make a note of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but that's not what I saw.
I saw two separate instances involving Moss.
Yes.
Slip talking to someone and paper.
Yeah. So that was the first one in the courtroom, and then during the conversation with Mortillith.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, right.
The conversation with Mortillith, you both saw Moss slip palm a piece of paper to Mortillith.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
like
one
they
that
were
Nico...
old college friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Like, what's up, homie? And just like Mortillith was like, I got your paper.
I will go on a date with you.
I circled yes.
Prom, yes. Amon, I also saw Moss slip a note to Mortillith. Does this have to do with this?
It might be the same one. I didn't see that.
Very well. Whose blood would you like?
Either or. Not picky.
I'm gonna say, do we have vials of our blood still? Like, have we used them all?
I have my first one.
Oh no!
Baby's
it's
first
like
vial.
syrup.
Baby's first blood vial.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's giant.
It's just like, it was. It just was a mishap.
I sprung a leak.
Yeah. Kuno passed out.
Ooh, did I nick you?
Did I get you, Kuno?
Oh.
Alright, I'll give you. I wonder. No, you know what? Amon was truthful, so I think Soren would be honored at the bargain.
You just give him the goblin blood.
Yeah.
Amon gets really sick.
He just starts turning into a goblin. No, I guess I'll like do a little dribble into an empty vial. Fresh from the sack.
Doors. Oh.
No.
Don't call it a sack.
The blood sack. That is Soren.
Give you some ball blood.
No.
I hate it.
I just don't. I'm just like like in a hospital bag somewhere, like a bag of blood that's stored.
Yeah.
You just got it. Bunch of them in your trench coat. It's
Like in
constantly
what is it,
bleeding
Blade or
yourself to have
whatever?
stores.
Like in Blade, where they like just harvest use humans as like
Hell yeah.
cattle, basically. It's not much. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, Amon will thank you.
Just drinks it.
Yeah, he'll hold it in his hand and kind of like press it there, and then he'll walk off to like the top of the ship, like whatever, not like the crow's nest, but whatever deck is above the rest of the deck, where like the captain is, I assume. Just kind of sit up there and meditate and yeah. Actually, no. Before that, he's gonna go find Moss. He's gonna go.
I know.
quickly.
I think Soren's gonna like
Aboard.
Like once Amon leaves, Soren's like, why? They're not connected. Sorry, I probably should have told you.
Oh.
They might be, but we don't know.
Well, it doesn't seem that Amon doesn't know either.
Yes, but I won't willingly give up information I do have over people.
I thought we were just conversing with him at that point.
No. Not when they are still willingly keeping secrets.
You think they're keeping more?
Well, if that thing that's Moss passed to Mortalith is not the same thing, it has nothing to do with the tower either, then perhaps. Just keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah. Puts his cat hat on. Steps back to
Just like that with a feather, just like
Yeah.
just so like literally like mood like shattering. Just like blow, it's probably so windy, just like
I couldn't remember why you took it off.
Moss, where
like-
does Amon find you?
Maybe like 20 feet from where they were standing.
It's a small boat, everybody.
Standing behind the sail mast.
I thought you went downstairs to do your cult stuff. Below deck.
That was already done.
Oh, I
You're
thought you were
technically
gonna
doing
be,
that while you were doing your cold stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, then he's slightly farther away than that.
There's only so far you could go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how many decks are there?
Just one. There's just one.
So we're
lower
on the
deck.
same. We're on the same lower deck.
Yeah, there's the main deck and the underdeck where the stores and the bunks are. There are no rooms. It's a very, very simple, mainly like a smaller
So
trading
you guys
vessel.
on like top deck?
Yeah, I like them.
I'm still in the basement because,
So am I.
We're all still in the balloon.
We're all just crowded in this one bunk room.
Yeah, I feel like Soren just wants to get out of like after he's like Aqua's okay. Her leg is set. It's all wrapped up. Like the only thing she do is sit there. But if she moves, it's on her.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'll approach Moss and kind of sit next to him and nudge him a little bit if he's still in a trance to get him out for a second.
Dangerous game.
Are you listening to what we were talking about above deck?
Not initially, but it did catch my ears.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I came down here to. He kind of like shuffles as he's like, well, that kind of thing. I came down here to tell you what had happened, but you heard. And we'll kind of just be like, anyways, aside from that, I did want to just ask if you could help me formulate a spell that is kind of brewing around in my brain. And he'll take out a piece of paper and like act like he's writing like spell stuff on it. Yeah, like a formula. But then as he's writing, like every once in a while there's a word in there and he's writing
You're writing
the lie, yeah, a coded message about like the lie essentially. And we'll hand it over like the pretty much the story of what he told them, and so they can collaborate what each other know. I think it would be pretty simple, but it's a new thing that I've been trying, and yeah.
Seems doable.
Yeah. All right. I'll start practicing. If you find any flaws in that formula, just let me know. But
will do.
And then he'll go off and begin practicing. And
Maz just like locks eyes with Soren and Kuno in the background.
They're just like
for like a soft second.
Is he looking at me again?
Keep looking at me, dude. I know I got a tight ass.
Soren's still probably knowing that he still didn't get all of from Amon that he wanted. Because I just feel like I don't trust anyone.
Because it's Amon.
Yeah. But he's also locking eyes with Mas. But yeah.
After Moss stares at Kuno, he just goes and like hides underneath his turtle shell. He crawls underneath.
It's like tied down. You have to like slide underneath, and he's like stuck under there.
like those rainbow parachute things where they throw up.
Kuno hangs his lantern in there, and he just hangs out in there.
That's pretty adorable. That's pretty great.
Where he goes to draw to work on his suit design. He's also drawing a new shield.
Hey.
That looks like it has a spear on it.
Shield that has a spear. Interesting.
Yeah, a dueling shield.
Dueling shields are so cool. All right, any other top secret conversations to have before you guys continue? I mean, obviously we're traveling while this is happening, but
no, anything top secret to share?
No, you have nothing going on now.
Travel?
No, a single thing.
Yeah, you guys are probably going to arrive roughly the same time as the end of the council meetings that are going on. It's going to be real close, depending on weather.
Can I subtle cast message to Soren?
Sure.
Oof.
You're too clever. Tonight, top deck, between you and me, I'll tell you.
Soren just smirks.
Oh, you finally liked my joke?
Oh no!
You could have just told a knock joke.
Oh my god.
Yes,
saddest thing you could have said.
Hey, what did the blood sports fans say to their favorite team?
I don't know Kuno.
Kata ra ra ra.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's so
Oh,
dumb.
you liked it. That's good.
I did.
Oh, that's so funny.
I did.
No. The better version of that is Soren doesn't react because as you're telling the joke is when Moss is talking in his head, so he can't hear you.
Yeah.
So he completely misses it. It's like, oh, that's good.
It's such a great joke.
Poor Kuno.
Good job.
That's so funny.
Keep up the great work, Kuno. You might have maybe stick to your paladin job.
Paladining.
Stick to your day job. Maybe after you retire, you can become a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Captain Kuno, you know what time it is. Roll a d6.
Oh shit! Get that. We're gonna miss the deadline because of the wind.
Welcome
Guys, it's not
to
our
sea
fault.
travel. Welcome to sea travel.
Yeah. 5.
Southwest. So it's pushing you in the right direction, but towards the
We're getting really close to them rocks.
the wrong lateral direction, but the right. So you're not fully messed up by that. You guys continue your travel. It gets to be a bit later in the day. Sun's looking real low. Your two cruisemen offer. They know how important it is for you guys to get where you're going by like midday tomorrow. And based on the wind, they don't know if you're going to be able to do it unless they keep going throughout the night. And recently taken care of by a member of the Lost and Found. They feel that it is their duty to work through the night in order to get you guys home. And so they offer to do that.
Gotta love monetary motivation.
Absolutely. Capitalism always is right. That is something you will learn in Patria.
Yeah,
Screw you. Screw you, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Tyler, big capitalist over here.
Big capitalist here. Yeah.
Anarcho-capitalist out here.
Yeah. Sure am proud of where I live. Don't
A libertarian vibes.
ever doubt that.
Yeah, anarcho-capitalism, basically.
Yeah.
Like a freaking, what is it? It's Argentina or something like that.
Niall, what's been going through your brain over the day as you try to pretend that everything is all right?
I hate my life.
Sorry, that was loud.
It's the cackle.
Yeah, it's basically just like, God, I have to do this fucking shit again. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do this. This is so difficult. Why do I have to do this? Why do I keep doing this? I need to keep hiding from everyone. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
And yet,
Forgot about that.
you have a job to do.
I do.
Moss and Soren.
Is there
You
room for
guys-
2 in the crow's nest?
just awkwardly standing so. I feel like Moss would be uncomfortable in the crow's nest, even being like 7 foot, like 8
So
foot,
gangly,
or almost. Yeah,
There
just
is
like,
enough room, which actually makes sense because the crew would be working below, so you'd have a little bit of privacy. They would likely still be able to hear you if your voice gets raised too high, but probably the only place that has a modicum of security and also giving you a heads up if someone's getting close enough to be within earshot. Sun is set. You can hear the crew kind of barking orders at each other. Niall has seemingly offered to help them at least for a little bit before going to bed. able to sleep. Give it over to you, whatever you guys have to discuss.
Well,
Imagine we're kind of standing opposite of each other on not like opposite sides of the crow's nest, basically.
yeah, probably like looking over into like
Yeah,
just like
looking down out, but like one of us at the back, one of us at the front.
just like a back to back.
Back
Yeah.
to back.
They have to talk
Like
loud.
we're
Guns,
like we're just
guns drawn.
like we're just looking, acting normal.
I mean, we could be like next to each other, talking, looking out around,
Yeah, that's true.
Might be
like
better.
leaning on the railing.
Because if you're back to back, you actually have to talk even louder in order
That's
to
true.
hear, then everyone else will hear.
Just like
Moss
back-
will look to you, Soren. So, what's your theory?
Like, oof, what do you mean?
What do you think it is I know that I'm withholding from you?
I am just curious as what you, of all people, would want to do with another god. You know, after your fraught relationship with someone you have known your whole life.
I wouldn't necessarily refer to my mother as a true god of the same scale.
Yet, as nearly as powerful or as powerful as one, all the same. But I'm curious why Eros or Mortalith. What do you have what message could you possibly have for him? Or is it a warning?
Could call it a warning. Not from me to them. More a show of good faith and perhaps a decision I might come to benefit from or regret in the future. But let me start with being more honest, because as good-natured as Amon was and looking out for us misleading you, it wasn't just about Mornwick.
Yeah, I mean, I gathered when he told me the exact same information I heard from Nico, basically. And you when we had the exact same conversation, basically.
Kuno, when you hear... Fuck Kuno. Damn. Soren, when you...
Roll
hear,
wisdom saving throw, Wiz.
yeah, wisdom
Moss has a
save.
stroke at the top of the freaking gross
It's like
nest.
the
It's that one gray hair.
Falls
That
over.
one gray hair is the
Yeah.
start of his aging
Yep.
process. It's like immediate.
Yeah, just instantly. Soren, when you think about, and I'm going to propose to you, the research they were doing, isolating an entire plane on its own, what are your opinions on the kind of individual who would do that? What would you think of them? Their motivations?
I don't know if I am the right person to think that, because to be asked that question, because in a way, it's if you want to isolate yourself, you are one who is, I don't know, going against.
But not
guess.
just yourself.
I guess, yeah.
You making the decision to take everyone from everything they've known, duplicated, yes, but for the person's own taking. Imagine you will say, my mother decided to isolate the material plane and the Feywild from everywhere else that's presently exist in its own timeline and made everybody her unwitting slaves. How would that make you feel?
That's good. It would, if I think it would also affect, it would not only affect our people, it would also affect every other plane that's adjacent to the Feywild. I mean, we have already seen the...
So we can at least agree that anybody doing this would be bad.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'll pull out the piece of paper and show him what I...
I'll let you say what the paper says.
Let me pull up the... scrolling up. Did write it in my notes, actually.
If you would have remembered it from the, I know, it should have just...
Yeah.
From the jump.
There it is.
It was the name on the plaque that you wrote down.
It says representative of the conflux, Katara.
Whoa.
Repeat that one more time. Just loud and clear.
Representative of the conflux, Katara. Katara was the one interrogating the scientists from Mornwick.
Interesting.
Is it the same person? Is it someone named Katara? Or is it actually Katara?
I find it highly improbable or unlikely that it wouldn't be the same Katara in any capacity.
Wait, repeat what you just said, because I was thinking while you were saying it.
Oh God.
In
what did I just say?
In the court where you guys were finding notes on an interrogation of scientists from Mornwick who were determined to isolate either the city or the greater Fae from the material plane. The person interrogating them, the title on the area where they were sitting was representative of the conflux, Katara.
So, this Katara person was interrogating the scientists who were trying to do that.
Correct.
Yes, and Moss...
To figure out what they learned.
What I just said was, I find it very unlikely that it wouldn't be the same person. Considering the stakes and Katara's how do I say, ambiguous motivations that have yet to be known. My only hesitation in showing you this is in your decision upon seeing it, whether you're loyal to Katara in the fact that you would condemn everyone else on the material plane or otherwise.
I don't. No. I don't. my life, I have been praised for one thing, and it is this. The pain I have endured for some light at the end of the tunnel to be more powerful. It is even in my blood. Everything is pointing towards worship of Katara. And I'll admit, this does make me hesitate a little bit. But a piece of paper written how long ago? I don't know if it could still hold the same weight. Until I know. I guess maybe I'll never know, but
I feel we owe it at least some duty to find out whether it's true or not. And in line of inquiry, I did pass the information along to MoogleLatte in the hopes that if this was their end goal, that pulling the wool or the blanket off of their plan, so to speak, would at least delay it.
my only question is, though, how could she have masqueraded her way into the children with Kyala, all of them?
There are, to our lack of imagination, probably a dozen different ways one might become an ascended being. We just don't know them. Perhaps this document is from before Katara is who they are now. Perhaps this document implies their entire reason for becoming who they are now. A deep-rooted hatred of the children? Some sort of past trauma? People who go to extreme lengths. Especially mortals.
Yeah.
And I care about you and Kuno. That's why I'm telling you this, because I would not want to lose either of you in this pursuit, should it be truthful. And I don't know if you would want to be complicit in something that you're not entirely aware of.
Thank you for telling me, or showing me, I should say.
Thorin,
Yes.
need you to make a sanity saving throw.
That's what I was worried about, was her listening in on this conversation.
Where is it at? Where's my D20 at that I normally use? For big roll. Oh, there it is.
I need my special.
I use the same D20 for big rolls.
Yeah, you got it.
Not good, folks. I'll give you, I rolled a double digit, but with my sanity, it goes to single digit. 9.
Uh-oh.
Moss, I need you to roll a d20 and either add acrobatics or athletics.
Oh no!
You just fucking push him off the crow's nest?
Am I, guys?
You're really good though.
Am I dirge, guys?
I think you're a dirge.
Dirge run.
I think you're doing a dirge run, my guy.
And this is
You
contested.
said
but
acrobatics
Soren
or
won't be
athletics?
rolling. Yeah. To resist a shove effect.
Yeah, I don't think you want to use athletics, Moss.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
Don't fall in the water.
Moss, I just wanted to let you know I am sorry for what I am
That's
about to
okay.
do.
No, this is good.
This is good. It's drama.
This just affirms everything I was thinking about Katara.
Oh, you guys are making my job so much harder just by doing this.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
speaking-
no, that was-
speaking
that was
of,
added
Lands on the guy you're trying to kill, thereby killing
speaking
him.
of what Niall is trying to do.
Niall just pushing someone over the edge right as this is happening.
There's another person that falls off. He's just like, wait a minute.
Guys,
Wait.
Two splashes.
now are we the drama?
Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Niall,
All right.
Yeah.
you're helping keep the ship going before night. But before that, what was Niall doing?
Like before everything?
Well, since this day begun. Niall knows that they need to make an opening for...
Yeah,
going
so he's gonna check like the sides of the ship. Like, there's probably like a small doorway leading to the downstairs area, so there's probably a bit of a upward slope and then a gap near the edge that's kind of cut off. So he's looking in one of those and pulling out some rope from his bag, while still making sure that like nobody's like staring at him while he's doing this. And he is going to take a dagger and cut off an appropriate amount to wrap around someone's mouth, and then the appropriate amount to wrap around someone's arms, and then the appropriate amount to wrap around someone's legs.
Okay.
And he's just gonna like stuff them behind a barrel or something.
Fast forward a few hours, you volunteer to help the crew keep the ship going full speed. Make a perception check.
Rolled an 11.
Both the members of your crew that are currently operating are not weak. They're seasoned sailors. They're strong. They're good at what they do. It's hard to tell which one might be an easier target.
Whichever one isn't the one that Kuno got close with.
I think that was Thalgar. The other one I think is Gralk.
Yes.
I think it was Gronk.
Gralk.
Rock
the
gave the
helmsman.
compass. Yeah.
Yeah. So not that guy, the other guy.
Okay. Well, Thalgar I think is the one that Kuna got close to, so Gralk could be the other one.
Oh, okay, then Gronk.
Oh,
The helmsman.
wasn't it Grog that?
What do you do?
Try and get a solid sight of him first. Like where he is in comparison to where my secret plan area is.
He's very close. He is very, very close because he is currently helming the ship, while the other crewmate is minding the sails to make sure that they're capturing as much of the wind that is helping them as they can. So he's not very far away at all.
Other guy's a fair distance away.
He's the farthest he could be without being at the very tip of the ship.
All
A
right.
good distance.
Because I probably would have been in the spot in preparation.
Okay. So you're helping manning the deck, and you go below for a moment in your little spot that you've cleared out.
And I'm gonna have the one for the gag first, because it's easier if he doesn't make any sound.
Okay. Have that ready in your hands. Ready to spring your trap whenever Niall gets the courage to do so. The voice in your head doesn't say anything. But you can smell the smoke.
I'm just gonna use message to whisper over here. That's just my normal talking voice, guys.
It's great.
It's actually.
Why not be so scary?
It made everyone
I'm
kind of
just scary.
I was scared. I was thinking like, hey, how's it going? Let me whisper in your ear.
Gralk kind of looks around and speaks out loud.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, where? Bit busy at the moment.
Again, it's gonna be like I'll do like a quick bump of the rope on the floor.
You can see, because you're kind of peering through the spot between like a couple planks of wood, you can see him like eyeing that spot. He doesn't see the rope. It's like he goes back to helming the ship. Kind of clears his eyes.
Hate this. Okay. I'll like actually drop a bit of the rope out.
Okay.
Make it visible.
Who's back there? You're here to help. Come on up. What did you need? Hello? Takes his hand off the wheel, but doesn't move anywhere, just like... Sorry. I can't... And he, without maybe realizing it, takes a step forward. Sorry. Bit louder there. What did you need?
I need your help.
Oh, yes, of course. And he puts the lock mechanism to keep the wheel from rotating without his control, and he walks over. So he's within 5 feet.
As soon as he's in range,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and gag and restrain him.
You're gonna roll a grapple check.
Yep, I'm great at these.
You're gonna make a strength check with
Against a sailor.
advantage.
Fucked up one.
Now notoriously great at grapples.
Yeah, we all know that.
It'll be a athletics check with advantage, which is a +0. For Niall.
Ooh. Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh no.
Holy shit. Okay, rolled 19.
Yo.
Sorry, what did you do? And you've got the rope in his teeth. You tie it quickly, and I'll say with that natural 19, or with that 19, you sweep the back of his foot, causing him to fall on his back.
Oh, and then knock
And you're able to tie the rope. He is attempting to resist. I need you to roll initiative.
Okay, I always love doing this. Whatever you're feeling right now, Kim, is exactly what I'm feeling. That's another 19.
I don't know what's the worst if we find out or if we don't.
So
what'd you get for initiative?
Right as they're about to shove them over the deck, my body is just gonna.
You're gonna hear two drops.
And Niall is not
like,
gonna notice.
What the fuck?
You did 2 splashes instead of
Yeah,
one.
now it's gonna be like,
wait a minute.
wait,
I rolled a 24.
Oh, that's fantastic. He rolled a natural 1, so you were up first.
What if Moss lands on them and saves them?
The fucking people's elbow from the top ring.
Or better yet, he falls, lands on top of him, and kills
Thanks
him.
for the assist, Sword.
That's what I said.
All right, now you're up
Yeah,
first.
I'm gonna restrain both of his sets of limbs.
You have 2 attack actions, so you could attempt 2 checks. So make another athletics check with advantage, as you are being fueled by the rage of your.
I rolled
patron.
2 12s.
He rolled another natural 1. Holy shit! This poor dude. He's
poor
got
dude.
advantage, and he rolled a 1 and a 3. Sorry, so he got a 4. You restrain his arms. Are you rolling him onto his back? Okay. He's kind of cocked up, and you put it high enough that it's painful, that it's locked into an uncomfortable place. Make another check for his legs. This
leggies.
time it's going to be a straight roll from him. You still have advantage because he cannot see what you're doing, so he's just reacting.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah, he got a 10, so he did all right. In less than 5 seconds, both of his sets of limbs are locked tight, and you get his legs up where they're bent at the knee, which makes it much easier to hoist him up and throw him overboard. Does that end your turn?
Yep. I'm going to retreat
He's
back.
not a fighter. He is a sailor. He's strong. He's going to attempt to break the grapple from the rope on his feet. That's the one that you got a natural 20 on for a total of 20, I believe, right? Okay. Just can you see the rope not fraying but stretching tight, and he begins to scream. Muffled through the rope, yes, but with his face down at the deck, there's a bit of sound that travels below. I would like Aqua, Nico, and Kuno to just roll a quick perception check. Or if you're asleep, tell me your passive perception. It is quite late, so that's up to you.
Kuno would be maybe just half asleep waiting for Soren to come back.
Okay.
Would Soren have told Kuno about his conversation with Moss?
I think Soren would have told Kuno that he's just taking a watch with Moss, and then he'd probably eventually let him know what.
Okay, so Kuno.
So nothing
Kuno
suspicious, just gonna take watch with him. But
yeah,
hopefully-
17 total.
Yeah, and
17
Kuno can make
total.
inferences based on that.
Yeah,
like he's just gonna be like,
I think Kuno would have been a little suspicious just because
the whole conversation.
well, he would have said, "I'm going to take watch with Moss tonight." Made it a point to tell Kuno, where normally he would never tell Kuno who he's taking watch with.
Good. Nico and Akko will be good.
You go ahead, Nico.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
I'm assuming, unless I'm having bad dreams, I was bored all day, so I'm probably just sleeping.
Yeah, that's probably fair. So what's your passive perception?
Oh, fuck.
Yours is pretty damn high, I think.
Well, what's how do I pass?
17.
Where is it?
Yeah, yours is 17.
This is 17.
Yeah.
Which is great. That is
Perfect.
fantastic. Okay, so 17 and above. You all kind of startle as you hear very quietly, because it's through a rope, through the deck of a well-built ship, just like a Niall, it's your turn. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, you guys can start moving.
Yeet.
It probably wakes Aqua, but Aqua is just like, something's happening, help!
She woke up and then Sunstone was on her chest, so she just went back to bed.
Oh,
She's like, I can't wake him up.
You can't wake him up.
I'll just assume it was him.
Nico, you heading up as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kuno, Nico, you guys begin making your way up. Niall. Okay.
As quickly as possible because now people are awake.
You have advantage. You need to shot put a fully grown adult male over the side of a ship that is
At least I'm taller now.
About like mid chest, like rib cage height. This is just going to be a DC that you need to beat. You need to get a 14 or higher with advantage.
Oh god.
You get 2 attempts because you have 2 attacks. This is like a modified shove attack, basically.
I don't want to drop this dice. I'm just sitting here rolling it. Not good. Not good.
Okay, that's the first attempt.
Come on. Come on. Do me good, do me good, do me good, do me good. Yes! 17! See if I get a natural 20 this time. Yeah, I got natural 22, so.
Oh my god, so you do like a full fucking 360
like a
degree
flourish.
yeet.
I throw him up in the air and do like a kick.
As he leaves your hands. Moss.
Yeah.
Total of 3
With
with a natural
1. Mm-hmm.
Moss, you have fly, right?
No.
No.
Moss. The last thing you see that you have enough time to mentally interpret is the flicker of red flame in Soren's eyes as he lifts up his leg and like Spartan kicks you square in the chest, which with your height means that you are going to fall back and over.
Can I make an insight check?
I will give you an insight check with disadvantage because as his foot connects with you, you feel every muscle in your body seize up and you are paralyzed as you just start to fall.
Ooh.
He roundhouse kicked you so hard.
I kicked him right in his foot.
That is
Shattered
still,
your lower back.
That's still a 22.
The millisecond before his eyes started to glow with flame, they glazed over as Soren's consciousness was put aside.
Moss just gets like an evil grin on his face as he goes flying down. like
With
a
your
know-it-all.
height, thankfully, you don't go flying out overboard. Your feet catch enough that the
Break his
momentum of
spine.
your body breaks over.
I take extra damage because I'm paralyzed, though, don't I?
They just fail saves.
Well, paralyzed.
Paralyzed makes every hit an auto crit. I don't think you take more damage.
I think
like a
falling
fall.
paralyzed or regular doesn't matter.
But if you're that rigid,
you don't
though,
fall
you're-
faster
if you're
or
that
slower.
rigid, if you're that rigid when you're
I
falling,
feel like
that
you would just
rigid.
max out all the damage.
yeah, if you're that
Like, so
rigid when
imagine you
you're
just
falling,
land like this, like just.
instead of like where you give like the natural like body like cushion, like because we're not made to fall, but like you can like
guess.
take less damage if you like fall a certain way.
Just as everybody's coming above deck too. Ah!
No.
Well, you won't get the scream because your whole body, including
No,
your vocal cords,
paralyzed.
are paralyzed. So you just fall silently. Sorry, I'm just checking stats here. Because this would be...
And when am I gonna wake back up, guys?
You take 32 bludgeoning damage from the kick.
Jeez,
Which is critted, so
Johnny's
that's
leg.
doubled.
I do a lot of leg workouts.
So it's 31 damage from the kick, which brings you down to 17, I believe. And as you hit the ground, you take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Huh?
Okay.
Are they still conscious?
Nope.
Oh, very much.
I'm
Us.
up
Yes,
here
we
already, so
table.
can I go and be like, oh, I just got here?
We're getting there. We're getting there. So,
Yeah, blame Soren. He did it all.
well, here's the thing. You set this up perfectly where you at the back of the ship, these two clowns were in the middle of the ship at the top, talking to each other. So the direction that Moss gets kicked is towards the back of the ship. So, which is also where the stairs leading up are. As you hear the splash and the muffled scream of Gralk hit the water, you hear a sickening, thudding crunch of body behind you. And as you turn, is
think you're
just
on the
when
injury table?
Kuno with Nico shortly behind come up. Yes, you will roll on the injury table. The second one is what knocked you out, so your DC is only 11 Constitution.
Kuno has a candlestick.
Okay, I saved.
Okay, you're good.
That
You
did
guys-
break your foot, but also someone broke her foot underwater.
A dragon turtle stepped on her foot, okay? It should happen.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Mass still exists underwater.
So Niall,
Moss.
you turn around, a
Bones.
look of brief guilt on your face. As you shrug that off, you turn around, and you see Kuno and Niall charge up, and Kuno, you reflexively dodge as you feel something fall, as the crumpled, rigid form of Moss crashes into the ground and like squelches.
He still has a
as-
smug grin on his face.
He sure does, because it's paralyzed onto his face.
Did Kuno also hear the splash?
Passive perception. For you.
11.
11. Because
12.
of just the sound of the ship in general, I would say you would not.
Okay.
It was
Kuno-
a nat 20 throw, so it was made at such that it
It's pencil
made like
perfect.
a
made him
his
drop in
his
the ocean.
hands came forward into like a dive as he went down, and like
He's
Yeah.
silent.
like a little
Swan
like
dive.
yeah.
Some like mermaids came and did 10.
Someone's clapping in the background, yeah.
Okay, Kuno turns around and just sees Moss just
you
like
just see Moss, and you
pancaked.
look up and you see your brother looking down with a
The hell?
bright red glow in his eyes.
Can I use divine sense?
Sure. Yeah. Within 60 feet, you detect a very quickly fading celestial presence.
She's mad I guessed her cool fucking backstory.
Wait, I just opened up my character sheet. My saving throws are plus 17 con. I think Foundry might be a little bugged.
What do you mean? That's not your con mod? You don't have a plus 17?
Plus 17 con save,
Yeah,
plus
you're doing
9
great.
intelligence save.
Doing great.
Kuno knows stuff.
Kuno knows stuff.
Okay. I will drop 35 lay on hands.
I will ask Moss to make one death save first, just with the
Just for the
commotion that's
lulz.
happening. Yeah.
5.
Okay. You feel, Moss, in the back of your mind, as the moment of your unconsciousness, you are standing in the Moon Grove.
Oh.
Your
Well.
brother is there.
Shit.
Gregorius?
Oh, well, this is interesting. How do you get here, brother?
I think I pissed off Katara. I got pushed out of a crow's nest, and I believe I'm unconscious right now.
And that brought you here. Fascinating.
Apparently.
And he kind of reaches out to touch you, and it's a physical form. Well, that's, I suppose, good to know.
Yeah. Wait, so I just... Do you think if I, perish, I come back here?
Wouldn't want to test it, but I'll leave that up to you, brother. You were always the more practical one.
Right, well, while I'm here, I think Katara is trying to steal all of the planes from all the other gods using time magic. And that's
As you start saying that, you say, Katara is starting to steal, and you disappear. as Kuno defibs you. How much did you drop on him? 35?
Yes.
35, yeah.
Yes.
Moss is looking good.
Now, what happened?
I
Moss
have
just-
no idea.
If Moss just sits up, I was right! Smug bitch.
What the fuck just happened?
Soren, you come back to consciousness.
Katara's trying to kill me as he looks
Soren, what the hell?
Soren.
Niall in his head is just like, yes.
He's just like, oh my God.
Thank you, Soren.
Thank you, Soren. I love you.
Don't
Mwah.
be suspicious. Don't be
is anyone-
suspicious.
Soren, I'm gonna marry you.
Rock. Falgar kind of walks up and, oh, sir, are you all right? Sorry, did anyone see the helmsman? He was there a moment ago.
Broke.
No?
That's odd.
Can we go look for him? This isn't a big ship.
Kuno will go look for Grok.
Nico and
Grok.
Kuno, give me investigation checks as you search the ship.
Investigation.
Yep.
Pan.
Soren shout up to God, I am having a stroke apparently. Can I shout up to Soren? You tell Katara she's gonna have to try harder than that, and if she doesn't try and have a civil conversation, I'm going to tell every single god in the damn pantheon.
Nico, what did you get for investigation?
25.
Grok is not on the ship.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think he went overboard. He's not here.
Kuno will look to the see if.
Yeah. Can we look in the
Aqua's
fucking
just-
dark?
Aqua's just cuddling your horse.
Can wait. I might have prepared it. I mean,
Stone, there's a lot of shit happening. I
There's
wonder
a
what's
lot
going
going
on.
I'm in a snooze.
Also, where's
What
Amon?
are you doing, Kuno?
can I cast detect
Mon is sleeping
magic?
peacefully.
You hear us Mon snoring.
Yay.
Even though he doesn't breathe.
Yeah, he snores.
He learned
now.
how to snore just to annoy people.
Yeah, because
It's
he's like,
auto-immune
I'm trying to be more
he
like.
thought it makes him more relatable.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kuno, what were you casting?
You heard Thrall can.
Can I cast detect magic
Sure.
and look into the water? Just see if I don't. No, we didn't give him his compass back, did we?
I think we would have.
No.
I think we would have. But
Or, yeah,
did.
we borrowed it. Yeah.
yeah, so Kuno would be looking for his It's only within 30 feet, so I don't know
Yeah.
how fast he sank.
Fortunately, you do not detect it.
Honestly,
Would I have came down
if we're-
eventually?
If we're going full sail,
So
Yes.
after my like
He's gone.
moment of confusion,
yeah.
and then probably
Yeah.
quickly deducing like, oh shit,
As Moss is shouting up at you.
just like slightly confused, like, oh wait, like,
Now,
how?
did you not see Grok while you were out here?
No, I didn't. At least not for a while.
Ma, Soren?
Because they
I
were.
mean, he
Yeah.
was there when we climbed the crow's nest.
I'll say you guys don't have a reason to
Not
not
believe
trust
Niall.
Niall, so I'm gonna ask Niall to roll a deception check, and it's just gonna be versus your guys' passive insight.
Good thing I'm good at that.
Yeah,
Or so
Good.
sneaky.
good thing.
I feel like if Amon was up there, he would have reason to suspect Niles, given just
I feel
knowing
like
Niles.
Given Niall killing
Or-
one of Amon's bandits.
I feel like realistically, we all would have something to suspect of
Niles-
Niall.
Yeah, honestly, if this were real life, we would have gotten rid of Niall second day we met him.
Or keep Niall around in real life.
Yeah, exactly. In
I
real
got a
life, like,
15.
bro, you can't keep killing me.
Niall's a red flag.
Niall is a red flag. No one
Is
ever
your friend a
dated him.
serial killer? Don't.
With a 15, I think the only person who would be able to catch that is Moss.
Soren has a passive of 18.
Oh yeah.
So we both
Thing you,
noticed
You-
that
you wasn't
Niall-
here
you
to
two-
hear it.
You two are just like Niall.
I believe
Niall's
you.
like, yeah, I don't see him. Like, they don't know where he went. And you two are like, there's more to that.
Moss gives Niall the look. And then
Niall sees it and chooses to ignore it.
and then turns back to Soren. So, what do you think the odds are that I guessed right?
What did she do to you? I don't.
It kicked
Remember.
me off the crow's nest.
I mean, I assumed
tried
that, but
tried to kill me. I mean, that's all that happened. Your eyes turned red, like you were possessed. So,
When I looked at
odds
you,
are, I pissed her off.
When I looked at you, I saw a flame of celestial.
What
And
did
this
you
is not
say
your
to
usual
make her
glow.
show herself?
I guessed probably her whole evil plan to steal the material plane.
Continue,
I'm gonna
elaborate.
step,
There's more
like,
to
suddenly
that.
in front of Moss to be in between him and Soren, just in case Katara tries to kill him again.
I don't think you would.
Yeah, I wouldn't want another person. I mean,
I don't know if you could stop me now.
Yeah, we wouldn't want anyone else getting hurt. Yeah, we both know, like, do we trust Niall at the moment?
Exactly. No, we're just lucky Niall hasn't decided. Like Niall's demon hasn't tried to kill us yet. Or
I just picture steps.
And Moss looks to everyone else. Well, I guess since the cat's out of the bag, then Katara was the one that interrogated the Mornwick scientists about their research.
So she's mortal, which makes sense. Or was mortal.
Right, but more importantly, it gives credence to the fact that she's planning to basically coup the entire planes as we know them and take them from everyone else. With everyone in it.
That's horrible.
And when I made that guess, that inference, and talked about her being someone that might have held ill will towards the gods, Soren was suddenly possessed and kicking me over the side of the crow's nest. I was completely paralyzed too.
it's just a matter of. I was also paralyzed.
Right. No, Moss is like, they're not even phased by this fact. They seem more excited by the fact that they pissed off Katara more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's frustrating is I thought Katara, I was suspicious of her, but I thought she might be better than the others. Turns out she's probably a psychopath just like the rest of them.
Well, if you're a mortal and you ascend to godhood, you have to
Exactly, right.
You have to be just a monster.
Right? And so anyways, I passed word on to MoogleLatte and Eros in the hopes that it would kind of ruin her plans if everybody else in the Pantheon knew what she was trying to do. Speaking of which,
assuming MoogleLatte isn't in on it, or Eros isn't also in on it.
Right. I have it under some... I'm hopefully certain that Eros is about the only deity we can trust as far as any sort of civil conversation or honesty. The only thing that's certain is death, after all.
Nico's eyes twitching.
Memento mori.
So, in hopes that I could strike up a friendship or a conversation with Eros, sent that information along, as well as to stick a wrench in whatever Katara's doing. That being said, also when I was incapacitated, I woke up in the Moon Grove. So that was interesting.
In the Moon Grove?
Physical body and all. Gregorius was there.
But we saw you. You were here.
Weird.
Do you maintain a separate body in the Feywild?
I would certainly hope not. Wait. Is this even my real body? Did something...
Why is he making that face?
He might be a spirit.
Well, if my mother is as smug and, she feels like she knows best always, what if she just, instead of taking away all of my powers, she just, separated me? And so the divine part she's keeping for herself while I'm sitting right here, slowly aging normally. That way, because she thinks even if I lose, I'll come back with all sorry and oh, you were right all along. Which is uncharacteristically maternal of her and also frustrating.
Yes, unfortunately, only a bad way to find out.
Would she have taken your... when we went to the paper portal, she just would have switched you.
It's quite possible. Ooh. Would it be bad if I asked one of you to beat me into near to death?
Yes.
I already did it once. Someone else do it.
No, no one's doing it.
I don't want to get too far away from that, though. If she can just take over your body anytime, Soren, can we?
Right.
Can we trust you?
I think we can trust Soren. We just can't trust...
I have said you cannot trust me in the past, so...
This is true.
So if you trust me, then it's on you at Zathrais.
Soren will never be caught slagging.
I told you, you should not trust
Niall.
me.
Let me be absolutely clear.
I feel
never told
as
you to
if
trust me.
It's less Soren we have to worry about and more Katara.
Right.
I doubt it's beyond any deity's abilities to manifest in a particularly zealous follower.
Right. She just has a window into our everything. Whatever we're doing.
Yeah, and if Soren turns, I did it again. I turned to Soren and I say, if you're listening, Katara, I am dead serious. I will tell everyone.
Look at Kuno. Look at Soren.
No reaction.
Civil
besides
conversation. All right.
Nothing.
Someone beat
Tyler.
me into unconsciousness. I'm going to go talk to Eros.
Coming.
Coming. Please hold.
Has
Default
anything like
Falgar
that?
is just like, what? Seriously though, but like, did he fall overboard? He's been sailing for 35 years. How did he?
I would have, since as soon as I picked up on Niall's light, I would have cast like locate object and located the.
Yeah, it's within 1,000 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done that too.
It's falling away pretty quickly.
Does Soren tell everyone, or does Soren keep that bit of information to himself?
That's
Or his home,
a lot on his mind right now.
Where's
I don't think
homie
he
now?
gives a shit.
or his homie Niall?
We've
'Cause he
been
do-
bros in the past.
Yeah, we have been bros, and I was like, well, if he has this one thing over Niall, it's something he can use.
Very true.
Exactly. So Soren doesn't tell anyone.
I also think someone's got a lot on his mind. He's like, I don't give a shit about this right now.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he'd care if.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. It's more of like if they started like if it was more of like if they did like started going at Soren, like, why'd you do this? Can we trust you? Maybe we'll just kill you right here. Then he'd be like, well, now
Nah, he's not that much of a
no.
hypocrite. Only a quiet hypocrite.
Yeah, now I wouldn't. It would be everyone. Yeah. Why am I hugging this? But I think Soren would use it for something more important rather than just like to throw the heat off of him.
Hey guys, what was that sound?
Aqua underneath. Nothing.
A lot of stuff happened. I'll tell you later.
Moss. No, wait, I wouldn't say anything, but I wanted to ask you, Tyler, is if anything similar to that ever happened in Soren's like if he remembers anything like that ever happening where he just lost control.
A history check.
Okay. That is a. What is my history? +3. 17.
You have always had, or not always, when you were younger, especially when Kuno was very young, you were prone to rapid outbursts of anger at seemingly inappropriate situations where you felt that you don't remember it happening, and then suddenly you were looking at your own bloody knuckles after like beating the shit out of like
Kuno.
Like a training dummy. No, not Kuno. Beating the shit out of like a training dummy. Yeah. Yeah, but you've never really associated with that with like anything religious or anything specific to your worship. But that's the only thing that kind of rings a bell for like a sudden outburst of violence like this.
Oh. Cool.
It's minor, but I'll help Falgar like look over the deck to see if we can see Grog.
Guys,
Soren would have said, because you can see him probably cast. You can probably see him
I would also
casting
cast
locate
it.
object. Okay.
Yeah. If you didn't say anything, Kuno would have eventually.
I think
thought-
Soren to maybe prevent Kuno, he would say, "I didn't skid anything."
Kind of
I don't know if you still want to cast it, you can just cast it. I would have I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I don't think I would have said any.
Well,
but if you saw,
let it go. We'll just let it go. It's not.
Yeah, let it go. Just let it go.
It's all good.
Yeah, sorry.
Kuno can cast
if I would have said it, I would have
good.
said it in my own time. Ignore me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good. By the
Kuno
time
cast
Kuno
it.
casts it, it's like just at the edge of the range, and then it disappears. So you like ping it, and then it's gone.
Yeah. I think he fell overboard.
How? not even storming. Like, it's... You're right, Thalgar. It's not... It's an experienced sailor. You just don't fall overboard. Is there anything? I'll like start looking up in the sky and like at the water to see if there's like tentacles or birds or... It's dark.
It's very dark out. It's after midnight. You look to the off the eastern side of the ship. You guys are very, very close to the land. Gralk had you guys following the coast due to the wind pushing you towards it as you are coming around the tip of the continent to head southwards to Bashir. But that's really it.
Well, there's no like obvious monster or like that's what I'm looking for, but there's no.
I drew a cardboard like octopus monster and I put it on the side of the ship.
And it scared the shit out of him.
That's true. He was already afraid of ghosts. Maybe he saw a spirit or something in the water and jumped off.
Maybe a ghost got him.
We should set watches.
Maybe he got.
How close are we?
I don't know. Our navigator's gone.
Right. Is anyone gonna start hitting me in the face?
No.
Why do you?
I can get the pan if you want. I've got the sweet spot marked down. I found
I'm
the
going
ostrich.
below deck. Have fun beating up moss.
Now you go to fill in Aqua, I presume. With, minor details left out.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
Yeah, she basically just says, "Oh, one of the crew fell off." Oh, Soren, he pushed Moss off the crow's nest.
I don't say it like that, you jerk.
Through his ass.
You fucking yeeted.
I basically did.
I just tell the same story, but it's with Soren and Moss.
I've never seen such athletic capabilities from Soren before. Maybe he's the strong brother.
Soren's sneaky athletic.
You got sleeper build.
Yeah. Yeah, that 13 strength.
13 strength.
You guys take watches.
Do we have to keep sailing the ship? Person down. 2 persons down.
Kuno will take place of Grolk in memory.
In memory. In memoriam.
Kuno, Kuno just like... I don't even know. I try to think of like what Kuno considers pouring one out for someone. It just like bleeds into the ocean.
No!
Oh god.
Why, Kuno, why are the sharks following us? Oh, I've been like...
Pouring one out.
Just pouring one out for Grolk.
Oh. That's hilarious. It's so good.
So dumb.
It is very dumb.
Kuno's just pale.
But yeah, you guys, for the sake of moving along, you guys continue traveling. And about mid-morning on the 10th of Briscar, you guys begin to see the markers that you remember seeing when you left that will slowly guide you into the ports of Bashir. Returned, maybe not to home, but somewhere that, depending on how you guys play the next move here with the Tempest Embrace, may be a stopping ground to figure out what's going on before setting sail after Aqua's mother. Before we dock, is there anything that you guys would like to establish in terms of what your story is going to be, what you might say about the missing crew, what you've asked Thalgar to say about the missing crew, anything in that regard, what your guys' plan is, just to remind everyone, be on the same page as you guys begin to dock.
We tell the truth, right?
I think Amon would maybe like since Amon was sleeping when it happened and really only heard secondhand accounts afterwards, Amon would propose the idea of like maybe it was Siren or some kind of sea monster. Like
I thought you were about to say maybe it was Soren. I was like,
yeah, it was Soren. Soren.
Maybe it
100%.
was Soren.
No, he'd propose like some kind of sea creature had done it and be like, I mean that just makes the most sense. Unless he just jumped overboard, which I don't know why he would.
Give me a persuasion check for Thalgard.
Persuasion. Oh, I keep going to D&D Beyond to look at my spells faster. I forget I have all of them on Foundry now. +5. I'll use the dice. What the fuck is that? That is a 12 plus 5, 17.
we're doing
17? Over the hour or so that you're kind of talking about, what you think might happen, and it could have been this, Thalgar eventually starts nodding begrudgingly. It's like, yeah.
I love you, Mom.
I've heard terrible stories over the years. It's not too hard to believe that it could have been one of the legendary creatures that, sailors are very superstitious in nature.
Giant sea wasp just came and grabbed him. Deadly hunters.
Oh my god. Silent.
I've never seen one in the Feywild before, but I've heard legends.
Can we get like a Feywild lore counter?
There's no
like every time
like,
Amon contradicts himself in the Feywild, put a marker out.
It's just a different part of the Feywild. Who knows?
It's just a different, or Moss is just like re-remembering something different because he's like, oh yeah, that's actually right. I need to.
They changed that.
I'm gonna tell him I'm correcting myself.
That was in the patch notes.
The patch notes changed that.
Moss is so old. He witnessed evolution.
Oh no.
Damn, that's a sick bird.
The sea wasps came with the ascendancy patch. That was a while ago.
But they were also a pre-order bonus on launch day.
Oh no. That's great.
They were responsible for the duplication glitch of Ethereum.
Do you need me to still have an enhanced ability?
I think so, and
You guys still trust me?
Yeah.
I don't know if we trust you, but I guess you're right. I don't know if we ever trust you.
Are we gonna do? Okay, my thought process is either Aqua does enhance ability on Moss because he has better chances with advantage, and then Moss gives me inspiration, and then Soren could give me guidance. So then I'd essentially be rolling a D10 plus my modifier.
Concentration.
I think it would make more sense to give whoever has the higher persuasion bonus the guidance, because then they can have a giant, more epic roll.
Yeah, but
Am
am I giving Moss an enhanced ability, or am I giving Moss guidance?
And that's why I'm like trying to figure out: do we want to just give both
Didn't Aqua learn enhanced ability for this too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do we want to just do two advantages, or do we want to stack?
Yeah. Do we have two people who want to have advantage on something, or
it all depends on how that conversation plays out. Because sometimes it could be just a monster backup guy, or they have two separate persuasion texts. It's just all depends on how that conversation goes.
Okay, if that's the case, if we're not sure how these conversations go, and that's the case, I think it would just be better to just have two neutral advantages on both. This is two enhanced abilities, two advantages.
Then if you don't actually help each other, then you still have that those charisma. Or if somebody ends up lying and you're rolling deception, you've also got the charisma advantage.
Yeah. Advantage alone, unless I roll really bad, is gonna help.
Yeah.
With a plus 11.
And then somehow, if Moss fails, then it'd be me, and then Moss would give me inspiration. So,
but that's still something active to do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's something that will happen after.
Yeah,
it doesn't last very long.
I think we're talking too much about this, and we never worried about giving Moss advantage ever in our lives before.
Let's just go bam. You both get advantage.
Yeah.
Just go in.
But also, worst comes to worst, I could
give me 10,000 gold now.
And
10,000.
Somebody did die.
Someone
This
did
is a
that.
dangerous
We did lose a crew member because of this mission. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because
More
of the
creative.
mission, Moss turns his head.
Yeah.
Amon is just like, yeah, because the mission. Like Amon has no idea he wasn't there when it
Yeah,
happened.
and
so.
same was Kuno.
He was gaslighting the other crewmate, but in reality, he was just trying to gaslight himself.
Gaslighting everyone.
Yeah.
We're gaslight gatekeep girl boss out here.
Pretty much.
This is all.
Moss
The
just
party
likes
knows.
to torture Niall sometimes.
Thanks, buddy. I love you.
How else are you going to make good decisions?
Talking to him.
It's fair.
You don't need to be told what you did was wrong.
I know it was wrong.
Okay, you guys disembark. You guys head immediately to the Citadel.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
And do we, as we kind of land, do we get our retinue back?
Our squad of guards.
Our
The guard squad that's following us around.
Oh, right.
Our entourage.
Our entourage.
Because we're
Not
unsealed.
immediately at the dock because they do not know exactly when to suspect you or when to expect you. But
Suspect us.
They've just been standing there the entire time we've been gone.
haven't eaten in 5 days.
I
they're
think in
covered
an
in,
act
like-
of good faith, we should let them know we've returned. Be like,
Guards,
hey, yo, we're just heads up, we're back. We know you had to tail us. We get it. We're back.
The guards that can see it that we're back.
Yeah. Hey, well, it was just like the guards, the clan that is the military guards.
Oh.
Just letting them know we're back so that they don't suspect us of trying to do anything between finding us.
Untowards, yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
We're playing by the book.
You guys let the dockmaster know, and he validates that you're still unsealed and makes the proper arrangements. A much smaller crew of guards begins to follow you guys back. You do outnumber them, but enough to just kind of escort you to the Citadel.
We outnumber them.
Do they seem any? Like, do they ask anything about the turtle shell?
Yes, you're just fucking. I forgot how big it is, man. You're just
It's just so
dragging
huge.
it through the fucking
Could
city.
you cut it in like? I guess you don't want to cut it before you
Yeah.
cut it. You know. I would say like strips.
What,
Like
what if we just
strips.
get offered like 100,000 gold for this?
Would
Like,
you
do we
take it?
I don't know. Probably.
Would you take 100,000 gold?
I probably take the gold for it.
Yeah, because then how much you just like well I could have this cool turtle
Well,
shell plate now,
at this
but I
point,
could
Kuno's
have
feeling a little guilty, and he
100
doesn't know what to do
plate
with it.
Yeah, the more
After
he's thought
hearing that
about it, he
wrestling
doesn't
match.
know.
Yeah, Kuno's like I just have
Um,
this huge.
We could leave it with
turtle shell.
Thalgar.
He had a dream with the turtle, and he's just kind of.
Yeah, and give it to Thalgar in compensation for his best friend's
Oh my
The
god.
recap was Kuno's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Nigo's point, you could leave it with the ship. The ship isn't yours, but Thalgar isn't exactly not trustworthy. So you could make arrangements for him to kind of keep an eye on it until
Yeah.
you guys get your cart. It would likely fit in the cart. It would likely be the only thing that fit in the cart. But
Not so much fit in the cart, but balance on top of it.
yeah, it'd be like a nice tarp.
Imagine your frustration. You're just trying to rent like a ship at the dock, and you get the one ship with the 15 by 15 foot tortoise shell taking up the entire like bow of the ship.
Yeah.
Like when you get an
So-
Uber and like someone left their bag behind. Oh, someone forgot their turtle shell.
Someone forgot
when
their
that
turtle shell.
Someone left their shell here. Oh. You guys are led through the streets of the district towards the Tempest Citadel. There seems to be a little bit more activity on the streets. It is midday, so it's the height of activity for everything that's going on. You guys kind of just passively pick up whispers that news has arrived that the council will be making their judgments in the next few hours. But they are still in deliberations technically. So you have
Got back in
beat
time,
them
boys.
back just barely by like a few hours. Yeah. Guys,
Time
walk.
to unleash.
Just to remind everyone, it was Lyra and Grontar. Those are the people who gave us our quest.
And Grontar.
And then before we go in, I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Guards
Detect
watching?
Thoughts is up.
I would have cast enhance ability on Moss.
Okay. So Moss, you have enhance ability. To give
I would
you
have did it
advantage
in a
on
way that
charisma
wouldn't
checks.
like attract. For charisma checks.
I'm assuming you did it like right before we called the guards, you know?
Yeah, I just pat him on the back.
Ability.
An hour.
Enhance ability is an hour.
Awesome. Okay.
I would have tried to maybe timed it to where like. I don't know how long it took. Yeah, like how long did it take to get from the docks to where we're going, and like we had to wait for the guards and like
15,
unload
20
everything.
minutes. It's pretty close.
Okay. So
The
then
whole,
I
the
would
whole
do
region
it.
is.
Maybe I would do it on
trade
the way,
focused.
like just pat him on the back as I cast it, and just hope that no one notices.
I'll make us let a hand check because it's verbal and
Boss
somatic.
still has a smug
Let's go. That's what I was trying to get. That's a 19 plus 6. Just kidding. It's plus 5.
Still.
Actually, let me
beast.
double check.
I think it is. Yeah.
It's plus 5.
5 or 6, not going to make a huge difference. It's less so that you hide it because speaking somatic components of a spell is not the same as just like, hey, you got this. Like there is some like magical infliction that you have to, or affectation that you have to pronounce. But the guards kind of just like, look, you make it look like you're like cleaning moss off with like a prestidigitation or something similar that's a little bit less harmful potential.
I would have put it.
I can actually cast it to
Moss
make
still
it
have a
look like
hat?
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, you
I
just
do.
gotta clean yourself.
I have a leather hat.
Does it have a feather in it?
It has lavender in it.
Oh, dang. I was going to hope it had a feather in it so I could adjust it and use that as the.
You can adjust the lavender
You
stem.
just a little lavender sprig.
Yeah, because
to
this
make
is
it-
fur
yeah.
or feather from a beast.
Oh, for the material.
You
yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
Kuno's feather.
Yeah, take Kuno's feather. Give me that.
So just to confirm,
kidding.
Moss is the only one with enhance ability, or did we cast it on someone else as well with Aqua?
I'm trying to on
Okay,
on.
Okay. Giving them both advantage on charisma.
Yeah.
Next hour or so. You guys arrive at the Tempest. I almost said at the Tempest Embrace. Nope, at the Tempest Citadel. The doors are open. Again, it is kind of like a guild hall, right? It's not just like a palace of nobles. Like this is, you know, a community of people. You were led, you know, you guys bear like your contract and like what you guys signed and everything, so they know who to take you to. The guards lead you to the same kind of private area that was drawn together once you guys had decided to actually take control. Let's see, sorry. Yeah, you see Lyra sitting on a very similar couch. They are writing notes and seemingly preparing some things. When they look up, no way, you guys, please, and she kind of like waves her hand for the guards to like let you guys get to yourselves. There is enough seating arrangements in the room for you. Grontar is not there. It is just Lyra. You guys do what you will.
Yeah.
Will sit next to Moss, wherever Moss sits, and like sit up straight and like make himself look, you know.
Are there chairs in here for everybody? Because I might just stand.
Yeah, there's seating for everyone.
Moss will then take a seat and looking towards Lyra. Yes, we are still alive. Is that a surprise?
Barely. Lyra, can I have a stool?
Yes, my dear. Oh, jeez, are you all right? What happened?
Well, we will get into it.
Akko, what did you say?
I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry, and she kind of make arrangements, and a guard actually like helps you like properly like sit so that your leg is supported like properly, and you sit in and you get a little more comfortable.
And now I'm just petting.
No, it's great. He's very warm, so it's great. Keeps you warm. Yeah. Sorry. How did it go?
Unexpected?
Oh, not unexpected. Honestly, kind of. Getting there and back that quickly is honestly a feat within itself. I don't know if you were successful or not. We'll get there, but like, genuinely, the actual journey itself is impressive.
Who's holding the Tempest Embrace?
I have it in the bag of holding, so it's concealed.
I will gesture towards Nico. Do you want to give them a peek?
I'll like look around, like suspicious, like not like we're suspicious, but like this is a big secret.
Suspicious. Set down.
Perception check.
We gotta ham it up a little bit. 7 for Sapphire.
Coast is clear.
Coast is clear. All right.
The coast just never been so
Nico
clear.
doesn't even see the people in the room.
I don't. You're not. Yeah, you're behind me. And then I'm just gonna like very, like with some pizzazz, pull it out.
Like a dealer.
Yeah, like unnecessarily secretive, but necessary all the same.
And like kind of like keep it concealed a little bit.
You're just like opening your trench coat. Hey, you want to buy some watches?
It's like when you open the money.
You want to buy one of the most powerful artifacts in the plane? I got you. And then I'll be like, see, we got it. And then I'll put it back in the bag of holding to like keep it safe.
Right.
The immediate expression on her face is like, sorry, what did you get?
The Tempest Embrace?
She kind of like scoffs like, where did you go?
Exactly where you told us to.
And she
You're
like
the ones that were
rubs her
stolen
forehead,
from, weren't you?
and just kind of covers her eyes. Oh my lord, what is going on?
Did we get hazed?
Yes.
Can I insight check to see what?
Yeah, make an insight check.
We got fucking hazed.
I got a 18 total.
18 total. Come on.
You beat me at 13 plus whatever 19. My insight is.
I rolled a 10.
They're not doing much to hide their expression, guys. They are extremely confused with whatever you just showed them. The whole point of this is an exercise to show commitment to traveling on the open seas to somewhere extremely dangerous. The location itself, the ice shelf is the danger. Where did you go?
Why did you tell us to come to get the Tempest Embrace if you didn't want us to get the Tempest Embrace? You stole us, you were stolen from.
Because
it's incredibly dishonest.
Yes, the whole point is to determine loyalty to something that you do not understand. You were meant to find nothing and either come back and admit you found nothing or leave. And that is the whole point, is the honesty of the situation being determined by your loyalty to something you are joining. What did you do?
Oh no.
Right. So we went to where you told us to go, right?
She's like white knuckling nothing. Like she's just like
there was
up.
You know the flying cities that used to exist?
hold on. I don't know if she does.
Hey,
What are you talking about?
Right. Well, so there were these flying cities that used to exist, and they've all collapsed now. And one of them was at the bottom of the ocean, which is where we found the actual Tempest's Embrace. We had to fight a literal dragon turtle to get it. We had to wrestle it from him.
She kind of scoffs like, "Oh my god, what did you do?" Dragon's okay, but like, come on. She's gonna insight you.
We've got the shell.
And where the hell they put the shell?
Look outside your window.
That's a
We're just
natural
dragging
20.
it.
That's a natural 20 insight. So she's just kind of like, "Oh, you're serious?"
Yes, I'm serious. We were under the.
And your only
this entire
casualty
time.
is that? And she points to Aqua's broken foot.
I mean, we did.
No, we
Who are
did lose
you
our
people?
helmsman.
We did.
We
lose
lost our helmsman.
One casualty of 9.
Yeah.
He
To a
didn't even fight
dragon
the turtle. He was even.
We are.
You say that, and she
It's like
kind
a-
of raises her
sort of like
eyebrow.
just
It's like,
quickly
hold on.
like punches him,
Yeah.
or like elbows him.
We are effective as we work, and
Clearly,
Seeing as
time
we-
out before we get to whatever you're about to say. What did you find? The Tempest
the
Embrace.
artifact known as the
It
Tempest
doesn't, it
Embrace.
doesn't exist. I made it up. It's not real.
It's real. I mean, then, well, if it's not real, then I guess we can hold on to it because it seems pretty scary.
Well, hold on. We'll get there. There is still a contract. We'll see. But flying city. You guys went into a flying city in the sky.
No,
No,
it was underwater. It was collapsed.
We went
They
300
used to be a
feet below the
flying city.
waves. We went 300 feet below the waves.
In the ice shelf.
Yeah. We found an entire, like, sealed tomb. There was, like, a
Oh
god
my-
temple.
Oh, she's kind of like chuckling
We
to
touched
herself
some
and
pretty
just, like,
blasphemous stuff.
We not appear to have magical abilities.
yeah, you've suddenly discovered magic.
You know that I'm a moon grove, at least. What is...
Yes, but like, still, this was supposed to be. You guys were supposed to arrive like 3 days from now, after the council's deliberated, so that the Lord could make a decision on your seal the normal way, with a proper like actual mission. It's usually something
So this
regarding
was-
trade. This is a trade guild. This was supposed to just be for fun.
Well,
So what did you
maybe
find?
you can...
Maybe we can
All right,
make a
pull it
trade
out.
then.
Here. Exactly.
That's what we're here for, but I will impress upon you the importance of, regardless of the joke, the contract was signed within good faith.
Yes, we'll give you the... only thing is, can we ask at least for some monetary compensation for actually finding the thing? I feel like this artifact is worth at least a considerable amount, given
Well,
the loss of our helmsman and
I
injuries
will be honest.
sustained.
Due to the fact that the power that I yield at the level that I yield it is about to disappear once the Lord returns from the council, I am not comfortable offering any monetary, especially, listen,
Would the Lord be
trade-
who
you've-
we would need to negotiate with?
he would be where to start, but before that, we would be needing to appraise what this is. You said artifact. Artifacts don't usually have a price tag. That makes things a little bit more complicated. But compensation for the damages and yes, your friend's injury, and she looks like genuinely like apologetic to you, Aqua. Yes, there is of course things to be done, but
In compensation, maybe for the helmsman's family, if he has any.
yes, sorry, what was his name?
Gralk?
Ralkin, and she kind of makes note of it to look it up. He's a guild member, so
Tell him
they'll
his
have,
last
they'll have
name
information.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that probably too.
Let's go make it.
And she just kind of scoffs again. Can I look at it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I'll
touch it.
take it
Don't
out
touch it.
and I'll
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of go
Maybe
through
Don't touch it.
I'll tell her like cursorily what we know about it based on what I learned through Identify and its history in a little bit. So that she's got has an understanding of what she's
This is
looking
the
at.
funniest, like.
Oh, gotcha.
You guys
Misunderstanding.
got pranked. You guys literally got pranked.
We thought they were like scamming us the
did get
entire
pranked.
time.
She takes it and she's holding it like
Counter-pranked.
she's trying to get dirty while eating like a rack of ribs, like just like 2 fingers each, just like.
So here,
and
I'll hand her
it's
like
big.
a kerchief to hold it with.
Yeah, she takes it. Just like thank you. It's big,
You don't
right?
want
Like
to
the champion of
suffer
a
any weird
titan
visions.
is likely a little bit bigger than a regular humanoid. You said an artifact of a champion of what now? Of who?
Of
Superior.
the Titan, the ocean Titan Sephiros?
Sephiros.
Sephiros, yes. Like the ocean's named after.
Yes. Yep. That's correct.
We learned it controls like the waves and the weather, doesn't it?
Yeah. She mentioned that. I don't know what to do.
Well, perhaps we wait for the Lord, and I think this will be the beginning of a very lucrative relationship.
Yes. In the meantime, we could probably take care of your friend. Looking to Aqua. We have healers who can assist. Seriously, everyone's alive. And she's like counting. Like there were 7 of you, I believe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When she asks if everyone's alive, Amon kind of like.
Big.
Amon just cries a little bit.
Amon just a single tear.
A murky black tear.
I used to be.
A little bit of clarification, maybe. So you went underwater into a flying city that is no longer flying.
Yeah.
Ancient ruin from before Mother's Mercy, correct.
And you looted this ruin and found an actual artifact known as the Tempest Embrace, and also killed a turtle.
Dragon turtle.
Dragon turtle.
We have the proof back at the docks.
What do you mean proof?
We have the shell.
We took
Kuno here, fantastic carver. You should come see. I just want to can I come toddle up to her and be like, come see, and see if we can just drag her down.
Yeah, come look.
And see if I can kind of pull her and let's go see. Let's go show her.
Make a persuasion check, Nico.
Oh fuck.
I'm assuming I'm standing beside Niall, going like, Niall, is this normal? I've never dealt with this before. This is really weird.
11.
I don't work with these kinds of people.
11. Maybe another time. I'm honestly gonna take your word for it. I'm very concerned.
So cool.
The last time someone went there, they got stuck there for 3 months and came back and were super pissed. But they joined the guild, and she points over in the direction, and you see there's an office labeled for someone who's clearly was immediately benched because of what they did to the poor person.
Amon is actively seething as this conversation continues. He is so pissed that they made a fuck
Niall
deal
is too. He's
that
just
was
kind of
not
hiding it.
a real thing in the first place.
But it is. You guys found it.
Yeah. But Amon is Amon puts his hand on Moss's knee as he's sitting next to him, and it's clawing down into
You are
it.
so stressed.
By the way, Nico, just because of your natural arcane abilities and having identified a lot of the items that you guys have been dealing with, it now clicks why the compass stopped working once you got to the ice shelf, because that was the destination that they were given, knowing full well that there was nothing for you guys to find. And so
they knew it was a crap.
Completed its thing. Yeah.
Yep. Nice, man.
Yeah.
So technically, there's a world where we don't do any of that.
There's a world where we don't get a turtle shell.
There's a world where we went there and then immediately turned around.
Just speaking to the lost and found players, not the characters, you absolutely could have scaled that ice shelf and dealt with that. There was things up there too. It's not. There was other things you could have done, but going underwater and finding out a lot about the gods and finding out Katara is just a scribe is kind of cool too.
Damn, she just a nerd.
We took the side quest route.
Yeah,
Damn,
and found an
I
artifact of a long dead
be a
titan.
nerd.
Yeah.
And to clarify, not a Titan. The Titan. The elemental
Titan.
water Titan who
The
formed
Titan,
the
right.
oceans on
That's where he used to
Patria.
go.
Like,
That's what he's
How many are there?
there are four. There are four nobles, lords and ladies. One for each element or elemental figure. But there are dozens of titans of smaller affectations that have existed throughout the years. Most of them appear to be dead, and that appears to be, from your very loose understanding, kind of what the original druid circles were kind of about. They each protected an area where one was either kept interned or imprisoned. And that was what circles were formed to do. At least originally. That's obviously kind of grown out from there. You guys have a little bit of time. I unfortunately do not actually have the authority to grant you the seals, but I can say assuredly that you will all receive one. So I guess I could show you to your quarters then.
Will it be free now?
Yes. Yes,
Thank you.
you have a place in the Citadel. Aqua, I believe. Lodgings are included. Let's take care of your leg, maybe, first.
Be nice.
Yeah. Is everything all right? Aqua,
Oh,
what's the matter?
found out a lot of shit.
Just starts bawling.
Give me a second.
Nope, all good.
Apparently, there's a lot of stuff.
Niall just comes around and just.
All of
It's
this
It's okay.
deep says a lot of things about one person.
Okay. It's alright. It's alright.
Why would you do?
I'm really sorry. Again, it's just a haze. It's just designed to test your mettle and your determination. And really, if you're here just to get a ticket into the city, or if you really have a desire to contribute to our society, it's part of the gig is to make sure that you are going to contribute and not just leech from what we have.
Niall holds a little tighter onto Aqua, trying to hold back his anger.
Fair. I know, Niall, it's dramatic, but like, but you didn't have to.
Just like Lyra's generally like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
All right, let's get you healed.
Eventually, a healer does
that makes
arrive,
sense.
and casts a 6th level heal at the point of contact, which is the minimum spell level you can cast to magically heal something. And you guys all hear the sickening crack of the bone re-knitting itself and kind of
Their legs
clicking.
snapping back another 90 degrees.
No, they said it. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Ugh. And Aqua, the pain, at least physically, is gone.
It's nice. Okay. Well, that handles one kind of pain.
Lyra, assuming things go
Yes.
well with the Lord, who would I talk to about matters of state?
That would be the Lord.
Okay.
Yes. Can I inquire as to what matters of state?
Interplanar threats?
That's very vague and ominous. I will leave that with him. Ugh. You guys are crazy, right? The lost and found, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Is that
I-
name a metaphor for something? Are you assassins? Like what is happening?
We told you
No.
before we left. Anything that's lost, we would find, and we did. And now you're.
And you did, and I don't understand what you found because
Yeah.
it doesn't exist. She's actively holding the item.
It exists now, so. I'm curious, did you read the name somewhere, or did you just come up with it?
I'm sure I did. The name just kind of popped in when I wrote the original contract, but it must be from something, of course. It's here, it's real, it's associated with the Merchants Guild, at least bilaterally. It's gotta be the thing. I'm freaking out, man.
As somewhat innocent this endeavor of yours was, it's quite turned out to be, if you weren't as honest and forthcoming as you were, could have been quite poorly.
Well, you guys talked a big game, and there were 7 of you.
I know. I just mean, we might have been.
And I asked 3 separate times, "Are you sure?" And you said, "Easy." I'm sorry, you kind of just went for it.
That's fine, actually.
You know that thing
honestly,
where you put a board that just says, "Hey, do you want to win at a pie eating contest, or win a game of boulder parchment shears, or kill a dragon?" That's just there to let people know the ceiling. And you guys picked it and said, I can't help you there.
No, that's fair.
And you were right.
Tempest Embrace. Also, do not ever send anybody there. That's a terrible idea. There is something in there that we refuse to touch and would probably condemn countless lives if we had opened.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure persuasion is higher. Intimidation would be funny though, but I'm gonna go with persuasion.
Intimidation would be really funny.
That is a 27.
Okay. That was with advantage?
But that was with it, yeah.
No, that was not with advantage.
You do technically have advantage because I know you can roll a little better than that.
Nope.
Okay, 27. We'll take it.
Good thing you had advantage.
Right. We'll definitely cordon off the area again. We do send recruits to the ice shelf, but the ice shelf is almost endless.
Don't worry about the ice shelf. I just mean stay away from the underwater city.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Make sure
we'll
to
definitely
make it known on the contract that it's the ice shelf, not underwater.
I feel like you guys have earned the respect and honesty of the clan, even if I cannot admit you guaranteed entrance. I will definitely not prank anybody by telling them to go to this destination. However, in your full report, which is required by the contract, you will have to detail precisely what was located and where and what you found and any knowledge you gained. And that will be part of the record that the Lord will read. And there is a fair chance he is going to make me go there. And
I will just say straight up, if you do go there, and if this man does send people there, the thing we found is potentially world-ending. It is not to be trifled with.
You're going to have to include that in the report.
Yes.
The big do not push this button. You gotta help a sister out. You can't just banish an entire realm of our occupation and say, careful, there's a big boogie monster. You gotta give me something. What is down there? What did you find?
It's just a dead body.
It was.
Just open it up and stuff.
We will put into the report exactly what we found, but I just want, because I know how ambitious people in power can be.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm on. We'll tell the truth.
Make a persuasion check.
But he's like, it's. I know how ambitious people in power can be. This is not something to be trifled with by anybody.
So you need to be able to breathe water in order to get there.
Could I make an intimidation check by trying to state how dangerous this thing could be?
By standing up.
Sure. Yeah, this is definitely more of an explanation, but I'll let you have it.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't think Morty would like it if we sent him more visitors either.
What is that? intimidation is 25. 17 plus 8.
Right. Please make sure to include that in the report. Understood. Anyways, your rooms, your quarters, your wing. Let's take you there, shall we? Follow me, I guess. Grantar will likely meet us there when the Lord returns. I believe he went to collect him. Oh, I'm gonna need a day. Jeez. And walks forward. You guys are led past the lobby area, up into a separate wing. You do see some signs, mostly in Orcish. Not sure if any of you speak that. But you are led to a suite, a massive gold inlaid door made out of finely crafted, like a dark wooded door with this gold inlay in it, and it opens up, and it is basically like a penthouse. You're not on the top of the floor, but it is like an entire wing of this building. There are at least 10 separate chambers, including living quarters for you all to have separate living quarters. Basically, unless you decide to buy property in this place, this is a safe area for you to be that is extremely well protected. And you are given the key that they use to open the door, and you were told that this is the only key for this door.
Despite what they just put us through, they're considerably more welcoming than Flintgate.
True.
We earned it this time.
However,
nobody's gotten their soul ripped out of their body.
Yeah. However, they are motherfuckers for making a deal. In bad faith.
Amon is so mad.
Amon's fucking mad.
Didn't even make a clever hole in the pact. Didn't even make a clever loophole. It was just
that's something I would have thought of.
Amon, can we really be mad? We're from the Feywild.
Yes, that is exactly why I am mad. I can understand making a playful loop, a clever clause that makes a deal in a certain way, but that was a blatant lie. That was a blatant lie, and it brings great shame to the art of deal making.
Yes, but
take over
they're not Fey. We can cut them a little slack for their poor execution, can we not?
Scowling, pouting, grumbling to himself.
I think Amon's just going to become the deal maker for the Stormhoofs now.
Well, I, for one, am actually just pleased that they're not a bunch of, I don't know, terrible people for once, as idiotic this adventure was. At least the people we were just talking to aren't terrible.
Yeah, but now that they know the thing that didn't exist now exists.
Listen, this is how we get our cash. It's not 10,000 anymore. It is well over 50,000 gold.
We'll get more money than we wanted.
Do you think we could ask for a golden seal where we could go everywhere?
Maybe, quite possibly.
You guys were technically promised an alliance.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing here is an alliance with the Empire would be pretty helpful. I mean, for multiple reasons, just having allies is one, but, the whole multiplanar war.
I mean, and this artifact, it deals with waves, in which waves and water in the sea, and they are a seafaring trade empire. I think this is probably the most important thing on their agenda now. So this could very well put us as a group in a seat of power within this country.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of multiplanar war, Smiley, where the hell are you?
Nothing.
I'm going to find a room.
Is this not a room?
There's multiple rooms for all of us. We're going to claim one.
You're like the front
We-
entrance to a massive hotel
we need to
floor,
get our
basically.
stuff.
Kronos
brought up,
outside
too.
still holding, like, he's just like, outside the door with the shell.
Yeah,
Just
we need to
put
get
it-
that and our
put it with the
cart
stuff.
from the inn brought up.
And horse,
Okay.
sis.
You can make arrangements.
Not like
for
I
that,
can be
that's easy
talking to
enough.
anyone, so.
Yeah, Kuno, you could have made arrangements.
I mean-
you could have had it taken to a blacksmith or something like that to like get it like start getting
That's
it.
next session.
That's nice. Yeah, you don't have a seal yet, so you can't travel to that area yet.
Hey.
But Niall, you said
Get
you
that
were
seal on
looking
the
to
road.
find a room. Okay. There are numerous rooms available, all featuring very large quilted beds.
Yeah, Swan would have already. He would have not like as soon as we got to the room, he would have walked to a room.
Hold on, guys. Niall
Okay.
mentioned something. Now, what are you doing?
Just as soon as I find a room, I don't know if the doors have locks, but they probably have locks. It's expensive.
They do. Yep.
I'm just gonna lock the door, and
You notice
Just-
when you lock the door, there is like a classic like a half turn locking mechanism on the doorknob, and then below that there is a rune with like an imprintable like impress that pushes into the door.
I'm not gonna worry about that right now. That's a little too magical for my taste.
Okay.
You just get locked in.
I just break it. I'm just gonna take like the frayed rope that I still have left that wasn't tossed into the ocean, and just like throw it against the wall.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stare down at my hand and see that I'm shaking.
Sit there for a long time. You can hear the others kind of moving around the place, claiming rooms. Eventually, you hear the dragging of the giant shell as it is brought into the room. They'll make arrangements for storage, but for safekeeping, it's brought in.
Turtle gets his own room.
You don't know when it happens, but it doesn't really surprise you anymore. You notice that the weight of the bed kind of pushes down a little bit beside you as a figure sits on the bed beside you.
What?
Do you look up at him? You see a man wearing a black suit with a black undershirt and a bright red gold striped tie. His skin a beautiful flush, almost like porcelain, like whiter than you in terms of like the chalkiness of it, but still a blushing expression underneath. Well, I would say good work, but I know it pains you to be so easily manipulated. I've been impressed with your vigor over the past few months. In a few days, maybe weeks, I'm going to make you a new offer. A chance for what you know you left behind in Barras. I want you to think about the terms that you might like and what you might offer me. And this man puts his hand on your knee, and you feel part of him join with your soul in a way that is different than the contract. You have let this figure do more than just dictate who you kill. You have let them dictate you. We can go so much further now. But I understand that this arrangement may interfere with our existing contract. Take some time to think on it. We'll meet again soon, this time on equal ground. You deserve that much from me.
I'll think on it.
And as he stands up and walks off somewhere and you kind of lose sight of him, you feel that energy that he touched you stay with you. You feel that there is some power to be used with that touch, something you can use to your advantage, and that you, to your understanding, have not sold part of yourself to get. Not that you know of.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Bullet. Demon Gun.
I don't know how long it takes, but eventually your hands aren't shaking anymore. You guys can all find rooms and kind of rest for the afternoon. You have a few hours before the Lord of Clan Stormhoof returns to the Citadel, a place that, at least while you are here in Bashir, you now get to call home.
Amon is gonna go around and ask people if they want to, like, celebrate, like have a little mini celebration before the Lord gets here. I can try and see if that lady will bring up some booze. We can have a card game.
I'm going to try and call Smiley first, but yeah, I'm down.
Just knock on Moss's door. Hello.
Old time Salt Creek. Like, chuckles.
I'm just gonna shift into Smiley and Reaper form.
Yeah, can I? Did you guys hear what I said or no?
I missed part of it.
Okay. I was just saying that I'm gonna ask if everyone wants to celebrate. He was gonna ask if see if that lady can bring up some booze for them, since she kind of owes them, and the least she can do is bring up a case of alcohol.
You open the door to go out and find her, and there is a younger man, probably in his mid-20s, sitting in a chair outside of your door. And as you open it, he stands up. Oh, yes, sir. Sorry. What can I get for you? Anything?
Firstly, name, and if you have a rank.
Reginald. I am the butler of the royal wing of the Tempest Citadel.
Pleasure to meet you, Reginald. Training. All right. Well, first activity to know about. This group loves liquor. We would like a case of some fine liquor.
Right. Okay. I will bring that to you as quick as I can. Thank you. Anything else while I'm out?
He turns around. Y'all want any food?
I agree.
Fucking ordering room service. I love it.
Let's just bring
seafood's probably good here.
Yeah, seafood, some fish, whatever you got on whatever's easiest,
crab?
but the whole
Now
feast.
walks out of his room and just says more alcohol.
More alcohol. We're doing a little celebration, Reginald.
You have lobster?
We're doing a celebration, Reginald. Whatever you think would be.
He starts like making notes, and then like very slowly just pulls out a notepad and continues as the list keeps growing and growing and growing.
Whatever you think would be good for a celebration, Reginald.
Very well. Is there a timing when you would like this, or is this an immediate effect?
ASAP.
All right, will do. Thank you, sir. And
he'll pull his punch of the sun, fish around, and pull out 5 gold and hand it over.
5 gold. 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 5 gold Thank you.
And
He
to
takes
pay
it
for it.
and quickly scurries off. He's a little mouse of a boy, and he wanders off to go collect that.
I was like that once.
Amon calls the door and is like, "We got a fucking butler, y'all."
Wait, Club was like that once, or nah, I was like that once?
Yes.
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 Long time ago.
Before we get to that kind of celebration, Aqua,
Yes, sir.
sitting in your room,
I was gonna say I'm not part of this party. I am too
cuddling
depressed.
with your little guy,
The party's gone.
your little lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going through
Greg.
Aqua's mind.
Oh my god, where do I start? This is like the last 2 weeks. Miss my mom? Don't miss my mom? Questioning life? Why is my life in hell, apparently? Or with hell? Or I'm now questioning how I got my powers? Because I don't know, it just came to me. So, like, I'm literally questioning my life right now.
So all these thoughts are kind of getting categorically gone through and like re-examined, and especially finally alone with your thoughts. The noise of the party was nice because it at least drowned out a lot of your own opinions you were forming in your head. Being in silence is harder, but also probably therapeutic. Until you begin to hear something. You're having these thoughts and you're thinking like, does my mom love me? Does she hate me? Is this all a ruse? Like, did she betray me? Did I do something wrong? Just all of these various thoughts. I'm sure she didn't mean it. That's in your head.
Is the slime still there?
Didn't sound like the slime.
Hello?
Yes, I don't think she hates you. You feel your creature licking your arm. You look down and it's kind of looking into your eyes.
How? Oh, wait. Back up. You could talk?
Getting there? Your language is very different than the one that I was born with. Do you know that?
I didn't know that. What language were you born with?
I don't know what the name is, but it has a lot less complications than Common does.
Yeah, you're not wrong. When I was learning Dragonborn, I realized it was a lot easier than Common. My goodness.
I've heard stories of this. They just a lot of grunts in various pitches and lengths of tone. It's much easier, but also complicated to learn if it's not the root of the language that you grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah. So... huh? I have many questions now. Wait, okay, we'll start with the simple questions. How do you know my mom doesn't hate me?
Well, I can hear the good things you thought of her before you knew all the bad things, and there's no way there would be that many good things if she was a bad woman. I think maybe she made a mistake.
Yeah, you're probably not probably right. You are right.
I mean, the only experience that I have with my blood mother is when she threw me out of wherever I was, and I fell for a very long time, and then you picked me up.
Oh, why is there an ape?
Why is it a monkey?
Where's this hotel bathrooms in there?
If I get copyright struck by Nat Geo, I'm making you pay for it.
Wait, you're. Well, that's cool that you could see that sense part. Like you could see all the good that you. Are we like brain connect? I have so many questions.
I don't
for
have
you,
voice the
Sunstone.
same way that you do. You don't have to talk out loud, by the way, Aqua. I can hear you. You don't. And you realize that you've been talking out loud.
Oh, do you prefer? And now I'm trying to like. It's a mixture of out
It's
loud
tough,
and in my
yeah.
head.
It's like
I'm
when you switch between two languages, yeah.
Prefer.
No, it's
brain or
really up
voice?
to you, but it is much more difficult for people to hear us when there's no sound, I think.
So I should. Wait, huh? Say that. Huh?
We can keep our secrets. We can talk without people knowing you're talking if it's here. And she kind of like nuzzles your temple.
You're a girl. Oh, okay. Yeah. And now I'm trying to like just only do it in my head. Maybe
It takes some practice.
maybe for a bit. So wow, do you like the name I gave you?
Pronounce it for me. I want to memorize it. I want to make sure that I know who I am.
Oh, well, I would like to name you Sunstone.
Sunstone. Not like a hot rock? Is that from something? Or is it just because of... And she kind of looks down and she's, got the coloration that kind of reminded you initially of that. I think I'm
she's
turning
back
more
to that color.
kind of green, but right now, and you see like her skin almost like a chameleon moves through a couple different color variations.
Well, I mean, at first your original body color.
And she kind of like wiggles and kind of shakes herself out and turns back to that same coloration that you originally knew her as.
No, I'm not trying to say you have to change to that. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be the colors you want to be. But it just the colors you were reminded me of this stone. And you'll be the first person I've ever told this to someone, but I only know a lot about rocks and stones is because, like you said, it's one of my fondest memories with my mom. She taught me a lot of these rocks and stuff. So
she kind of leans forward and like puts her head up against like your thigh and your hip, like kind of nuzzling towards you, and just, I know. Remember, I hear what you think about. Sorry, there's no easy way to turn it off, but I understand.
How come you understand?
Because I've been feeling the same things as you. Sometimes it's hard, but that's the connection that I want with you.
Yay. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll try to be, like... is there a way to make it easier for you?
She bites your wrist.
Okay.
Don't ever apologize for thinking the thoughts that you have. You are aquamarine. And that is who you deserve to be, I think. But you also, I think, deserve answers. And you have more time than I think your friends have told you, but we should still be quick, relatively speaking. You probably don't want to spend the next decade here, I would imagine, but we could either wait to take a boat or, wait until I can take you, but that's up to you.
Well, I think all my friends really care and worry about me, so maybe we'll just... Well, I don't want to leave until we find Soren's and Uno's mom. I don't want to leave.
And I think that's the right decision. I think you have time to build these relationships with these new friends. You'll need them, I think. If I'm wrong about your mother, you'll need a new family, I think.
Why? What's wrong with my mom?
I didn't say there was. But if she did betray you...
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yeah. Speaking of moms, back to your mom. Do you want to look for her, or?
There's no bond there.
Oh, I see.
You are as close to a mother as I need, I think. But I don't want you to think you have to take care of me. For now, it's nice, but I can... And she kind of like struggles to say it. I can walk. You don't have to carry me everywhere anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, it's probably good for me to use my legs so that they get stronger.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
It's at this point you realize that her legs are like slightly smaller than the rest of her body. You're like, oh god, what have I done?
Whoops. Well, okay. Wow. I'm so excited I get to talk to you, Sunstone. This is so cool.
Can you not talk to Greg?
I've tried a couple times.
He's a little simple, but he does think things.
Yeah, he does. He's got a personality and I love it.
He's pretty mad right now. I would maybe spend some time with him. Frogs
has
don't...
he not been with us for all this time?
They don't like salt water, and you were underwater for a prolonged period of time.
Oh,
He's just a little upset about it. That's all.
I better make him.
I don't know if I should be telling you this, and you notice.
No. It's
Greg kind of gets smaller as he like burrows into the bed.
Oh, Greg, no.
He knows, but he's not. I don't know. It's weird. I've never met many other frogs, I suppose, but this. I can hear the surface of what your friends are thinking. Not enough to interpret language, but sometimes emotion and just enough to know when they are listening, I suppose. And even that is more information than I get from Greg, typically. He's honestly kind of like a wet rock at some points. But he's really cool. You could look into him, right? Do it right now. See what happens.
I'll look at him, I guess.
And you hear her talking to you through Greg's brain. See? And you hear like a exaggerated like echo as she forces it. She's like, there's not a whole lot going on, I think. But he still knows you, and that I think is important.
And not just that, but he still has emotions and feelings, and that just shows that, well, he's alive of some sort.
Yes. I think that is a noble thought.
I've been really meaning to, well, we haven't really had a campfire in a little bit, so it's weird, but like, I have a song for you. Well, it's more like a lullaby, but I don't know if you want to like wait for a campfire or something, or like maybe when we go to bed.
I will allow that to be your decision. Awkward.
Oh no. Maybe I'll sing it when we go to bed.
Of course.
Just because maybe it'll help me a little bit more with my nerves.
I know it's hard, but the one who came to the door, The scary one. They
Scary one?
they want you.
Soren?
No, the dead one, the cowboy one.
Oh, that scary one. There's too many scary ones. Yeah, so what about him?
When he came to the door, he wanted you to join them for some sort of toast to your victory. That lady, Lyra, was baffled. I think is the word, baffled by what you
Right
did.
word.
I think you should celebrate. And I think you should tell your friends how you feel.
Sorry, that cut you out. What?
I think you should tell your friends how you feel.
Oh, I don't know about that part. Because again, like we gotta focus on Soren and Kuno.
I think your friends are intelligent enough to be able to focus on more than one thing. I think it's important for them to know that you are hurting, and maybe that is why you must take time before you head to find your mother. And it's not a problem for you to take that time.
My brains just went, did I get a celestial therapist piece? Like, what the fuck?
Kinda.
Damn it. Damn it.
Plug directly into your emotions. Can't hide them from him or from her.
How about this? I don't really want to bum everyone out as we're celebrating, because truth be told, I didn't really want to celebrate. But I think you're right. I should celebrate. We made it out alive, so that's great. But I might. I'm assuming I shouldn't wait long to tell them, right?
Not gonna make that decision for you, but friends trust each other. I think.
I think so too. Okay, all right. I'll maybe when we're done talking to the leader, I'll ask everyone if we can meet up and we'll recoup from there. Ha ha.
With that, I'm going to end the episode there. We'll start next session with the toast, and then
Now we'll get wasted.
meeting. Now we'll get shit-faced just in time to talk to the Lord.
I'm gonna get a hold of Smiley.
You're going to keep trying to call Smiley while putting your phone up in the air in different spots of the palace.
I'm just gonna bring Smiley to me.
Also,
Oh God,
I hate that.
When I do the face thing.
When Reggie came back with all the food and stuff like that, could I have also asked him to go get like a loot?
I will say keep that because the food has not arrived yet, and you can absolutely, we can roleplay that one out for that to arrive while you guys are having your announcement. Absolutely.
A loot or a bard? Amon wants music for the celebration.
Hell yeah. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Session 46 in the books. Fucking Soren drop kicked Moss off of the highest point of the ship. Niall two-hand toss someone. Very, very well done, honestly, for a low strength character.
That was the only time my dice loved me.
Yeah, that was great.
Man.
I mean, you had advantage because the shadow monster was like, you have to do this. You don't have a choice.
How does that hurt more than when you murdered an entire hospital full of people?
A different mental space.
I think it's more personal that way because they're like passed out. they're passed out, and then this one's like, oh, like you just hear.
Also, there's like less chance of me being caught.
Oh, it's all about getting caught.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I was gonna
It's
say,
not all
like,
about that. Just like 50% of it.
yeah. I was trying to think. I'm trying to compare it to like, would you rather want to go into a senior citizens living home while they sleep and take them all out one by one, or toss somebody?
They were all terminally ill. That's true. You were definitely doing a mercy.
Die anyways.
For sure.
You know, that's
all
the
right.
moral standpoint.
With that,
right?
we will see you potentially next week, if not the Monday after. We're crossing our fingers that we'll be here for next Monday. Thanks, guys.
Calling you out, Katara.
Boo.
Denny's parking lot.
Another card laid on the table. No matter how hard she tries, is not alone. Sunstone will watch over her, but the truth of the matter is, Aqua's had guardians this whole time. 6 friends. No matter how bitter and stubborn and passive-aggressive, the lost and found steps closer and closer to that line that cannot ever be returned from. Family.